We went live. And there's Gus. All righty. What's going on, Marcel?
What's going on?
Oh, just chilling, man. Finishing up some KFC for dinner and getting another print started on the front bed. And, you know,
Nice.
I've been doing like printing crazy. I'm doing an entire enclosure for the printer out of the IKEA tables and whatnot.
Mm.
So I've got plexiglass ordered, and I've got a whole bunch of prints that I've done up, and I've got spool trays for it.
Oh yeah, cool.
So each one of these has got two pieces.
Those are pretty
But,
solid looking too. I like
so
that.
there's your standard one, but how many different rolls of spools do you get, man? Different sizes.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, well, they got another print in there, and it's an adjustable one. So,
Oh, that's cool.
and it'll work even if you flip it around the other way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a pretty dang skinny roll there.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Cool. That's a good one.
but those go up on top of the table and everything, so they'll be outside the table box.
That's a simple, easy design too. I like it.
Yeah, they're a nice print. One of my first prints, I did some PETG, so it worked out nice.
Nice.
Long print instead of a short little toys.
Other than this one here, I hang a lot of my rolls of filament in the air, like on a post. A benchy. Oh, it's a
Benchy,
benchy
launching Benchy. It's the
battlecraft.
Nimitz, the
Battle.
USS Nimitz aircraft carrier.
That's hilarious. I've never even seen that one before.
Yeah, I was looking through. I tried to find benches because I had never printed one. I'd done like bed levels and shit like that or whatever, but I never really printed any benchy. So I was like, all right, let's print a benchy.
This is my
All
first
these
benchy.
shows I've been hanging out watching.
This is my first benchy I did. It's called the Twisted Benchy.
Nice. That
No
was cool.
supports to just like hold itself up in the air in different ways.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. But
those
the
are
next one I
fun
want to
too.
do is as a floating one.
I was impressed that I did that well with the run across and everything else with the,
Yeah. You can see I've got a
especially
benchy
for the
on my.
first one with PETG.
See, I put a benchy for every type of filament I do. So
Yeah,
it takes 5. It takes like an hour or two, not even.
I
So
think it's 2 hours and 7 minutes or something with
yeah.
PETG. But yeah, that Nimitz was like almost 6 hours. I think it was a good print though. Minnesota Paul Chaos, what's going on, brother? Joan Days, Mr. Crowley, what is up? The 3 inch crazy Mr. Crowley,
Mr.
loving the
Crowley's in the
3 inches.
house. Come on, Mr. Crowley, get in here.
The CRP films, what's going on? Joan Days. I'm surprised Bob doesn't jump in here. One stoner, three cats. What's going on, Tana? Let me get you a moderation.
One stoner, 3 cats.
I do that for everyone.
That's a funny name.
If you get in trouble with it, we'll take it away though. Crowley's on his phone. Crowley out on his date night, is he? There isn't a whole lot of date night thing going on around this place. I'll tell you what. It's carry out, dine in. It is out. If you've got dining, it's outside dining, so like patios and stuff like that. A few places have some tents set up and have heat running inside them to try to keep it warm, but it's like 30 some degrees outside right now. Fahrenheit, Tim Jackson, 30 Fahrenheit.
Wow.
You'd be numb, dude. Let me see if I can find some links here. I And we'll throw this out there. Ed, what's going on, buddy? Here's the link if anybody wants to join. Time to fly.
Get in here.
Just me hot. What's going on? So yeah, I've just been thinking crazy. I haven't done much flying. I did fly the Mavic Mini 2 tonight. There was a beautiful sky out there. I was getting ready to come in. I was like, you know what? It's almost sunset. Somewhere around there. Let's throw it up for a battery and see what kind of sky it looked like. So it looked pretty cool. Just working, high edge. Always working, man. Yeah, always working. 32 Celsius there right now. Shit. Nice. I can live with 32 Celsius. Tim's out working too, huh? Dang, the working force. It's Friday though, Tim. So I mean, you know, hey, the weekend's almost there. For you anyway. Oh, we'll be we'll be on this tonight, just so you know. We're gonna make some moonshine. We did do that, but yeah, that turned out pretty decent. The first batch was a little bit weak. But we said, okay, we fixed it. We drank almost a fifth out of that. The first batch, we're like, nope, too weak. So I grabbed another fifth and mixed that in there with it to spike it up a little bit more. That's probably more closer to 80 proof, but it still gets slushy in the freezer. So it's not quite enough alcohol content. So we're going to adjust the recipe and we're going to try to make some more tonight and see if we can get that alcohol content up there a little more. We only can have 151 is our like high alcohol level here. We can't have like the real good Everclear like 190. We can only get to 151. Lawrence, what's going on, brother? Thanks for stopping in.
Real novice.
I think Adam might be working tonight too. I haven't gotten any response really, unless that's him blowing up my thing. He's blowing up.
Yeah.
Novice,
Okay.
what's up, buddy?
Ed,
What's
you
up?
gonna wait till the show comes on and start blowing up my chat with pictures and videos of all the fun stuff you've been working on with your printer. Oh, look at that! Somebody got some
Okay.
BL Touch going now. Woo-hoo. I love my BL Touch.
Give me a
It's one of the
second,
best
guys.
things
I'm
for
on the
the
phone.
Ender 3. Oh man, you can't go wrong with a BL Touch. What's going on, Lawrence? Oh, he's on top.
Say he's on the phone.
They always interrupt him when he's getting ready to get onto a stream. They did that the other night to him too. Someone landed a plane on the freeway today. Oh, that must have been fun.
Sweet.
Anybody get any drone video of it?
Yeah, right.
I hear FAA is looking for shit to do. Yeah, they got nothing better to do. They're stay home, so they're strolling through all the video stuff. You better watch yourself. Yeah, wear your face mask, Tim. Don't be coughing on no people driving by there at the work site. Filthy animal. Yeah, we're
What's
back
up, guys? I'm
pretty much
sorry.
over here now.
I was on the phone with Phantom Flight 101.
No worries. How you doing?
Hey, what's up, Marcel? What's up?
Painting myself a gun.
Yeah,
I see.
that's his new gun he printed up on the printer.
Gotta
Wow.
be ready by Monday, all painted and ready to go for a shoot in Vancouver here. Some film production.
And what's that you're printing in the back now?
That is a mini R2D2.
Okay.
Parts for it anyway, huh? R2D2 is not a one simple print.
That's the body.
Hey, Mike, I had followed my tracking number and it said that he got the motors at 6 a.m. Set on 6 a.m. the other morning. And I'm like, what post office delivers at 6 a.m.? Because
6 a.m.
it was 9 here and he's in California. So I
Right.
was like, okay, it's 6 in California. What post office is that? But he hasn't hit me
Check the
back or,
tracking.
huh?
I didn't even check the tracking since I sent it or
Yeah, I
anything.
have the tracking app because I'm always getting shit mailed to me.
I
So I
did
need
see him on
so 30 seconds after they scan it, they scan it, and then they put it in a box. 30 seconds later, you get a text from United States Postal
yeah,
through their
I
app.
just didn't throw it through my thing. The wife went through the post office and took care of it. So I just got a tracking number.
All right, well, they must well, the app said they made it there, so that was the
Yep.
key thing. So
Good. Yeah, he's probably got one built already by now. I don't know.
you think? You might.
He's down there with a helicopter, and they got a pretty big crew that they fly with here and there.
Okay.
So yeah, there's some people around to help him get up some parts. I'm sure if he doesn't have any, I'm sure he's probably got some.
Give me a second. I need to go get a beer. I'm
That
gonna
would be
hang it.
cool because he's got some good videos, some nice long range type stuff, flying off some cliffs and stuff like that.
Okay.
That'd be a good one for him.
Yo.
Hey, UFO.
Yeah, you better get you something to drink.
UFO,
It's
what up?
Thursday night. You know how it goes around here.
Well, not just that, but I mean, this is my first time getting the chance to sit down for longer than a certain amount of time. I just got in from work and
Yeah, we worked out of town
I'm
today.
like, I was just telling Herman that we're the house, we clean people's houses. And the
Yep.
house that we were in, the last job of the day, this lady, I noticed she coughed. So I was like, okay, alert goes off. So I hear in the living room coughing. I said, you know what? I went to my boss and I said, I'm gonna go sit in the car. And he's like, why? I said, because that chick is in there coughing her head off. You better find out what's up. And she tells him, oh, I feel fine, but I'm going to get tested COVID in the morning.
I'm going to
Just
check in the
because,
morning anyway. Yeah.
just because my son is coming over and I want to make sure I don't have anything before he comes over.
Hmm.
But you're coughing like a freaking dog now. So, and I listen, it's not, there's no money worth my life, to be honest. And he finished cleaning, hit the house. And I sat in the car and played on my phone the rest of the time because we're only supposed to be there 2 hours. And I left like 20 minutes after I walked in there, hearing her cough so much.
Really?
Where's the check? So yeah, Minnesota Paul put a link in the video in the chat there for crash footage from an airplane landing on the highway.
Your voice sounds like you're underwater, dude.
Underwater. That isn't good. There's my mic. Is that better?
Oh, say something?
I said, is that better?
Yes, 1,000 times better.
Okay.
It sounded like there were three of you.
Yeah, it's probably something pulling on the cord too much or something.
Yeah.
I didn't want to come unplugged or some shit. Too much junk.
So what's up? What's the topic for tonight? What are you guys?
It's random topic on this thing, man. There's really not a whole lot. I haven't been doing a whole lot myself. I flew the Mavic Mini today, Mini 2 actually, and I just been printing, making a printing enclosure for my printer. So it'll be all nice and closed in and keep the drafts out so I can play ABS more. Other than that, I haven't done a whole lot. It's been so dang cold over here. I'm working my butt off, working out of town, all kinds of junk. Too busy.
Well, I just wanted to come in and say what's up to you guys because got to get up in the morning again because my boss, his employee that he works with full time, I only do part time, that he works with full time, went to Maryland. And he told him if you leave New York State and you go to another state where it's worse than New York, you have to quarantine for 14 days before you come back to work.
They're not
So,
requiring it here, but they advise it. But
well,
they're not requiring it. We had one of the guys I worked with at the warehouse. He went down to Colorado over last weekend for a wedding or whatever. And he come back, and Monday he come in. He says, "I'm just for safety. I'm going to go ahead
yeah,
and
I
wear a
carry
mask.
one of
I'm
those
working
too.
around you."
Time to fly.
So I was like, I'm not too worried about it. He said he went through Denver Airport though, and he went through Chicago Airport. So
Wow.
he was wearing a mask just so he felt better. He said he feel like shit if somebody got it because of
Listen,
him. So
there's just some places if you don't have one on, you can't get into.
right, yeah, we most of the stores are requiring you put a mask on out in public and whatnot. Nobody's really wearing
Yeah, if you walk, well, what I do is if I'm walking down the street by myself and the street is not crowded,
it.
and I will pull my mask down. But soon as one or two people start passing, I pull that fucker back up.
Yeah. What's going on, UFO? Stop by over there and watch a couple minutes of the PS4 stream you had going there live. Left you a thumbs up over there. Management with a new job had to quarantine. That can't be good. Yeah, Washington was pretty well as bad off as Michigan as far as quarantine and whatnot. We're not fully quarantined. We're not locked down, but there's no restaurants open fully. It's carry out,
We have
dine out.
we have restaurants open, but you got to eat outside. The problem with
Yeah,
that is winter's coming.
yeah, that's it. Like I was saying at the beginning there, we have a couple places they've got tents out where they're set out tables or whatever, spaced out, and they've got some heaters blowing and whatnot to keep them warm and whatnot to keep the food going. But yeah, it's carry out. So
Well, here you can eat in some restaurants, eat in that do not have an outside setup or they're not able to
yeah,
set up,
none in Michigan right now.
but they only can have like a handful of people in there.
Yeah, there's
You
nothing
know,
in
like
Michigan
when
now.
I went with my
Don't do that.
son, my daughter, and my son's baby mother and my grandson, and we went to Applebee's, and they sat us in a corner, and then the next group of people that were in there were like 5 tables over, and then there was someone else 5 tables over from that. So
Yeah, they closed the casinos here. They closed all kinds of stuff. You can go to the parks. Outside activities are still illegal. Other than that, there isn't a whole lot to do anymore. Between businesses closed, like the theaters are all closed. There's no movie theaters
see, that's why I'm glad I play Xbox.
open. I've been doing a little bit of The Sims lately. I got onto the simulator and played for a few hours over the last week or so.
What the hell?
It's so cold outside. I put up the Mavic Mini today and I did like a 4-minute flight. I was like, screw this. I've seen enough of the sky. It's boring to sit here and wait. It's cold. I come back in, my hands are freezing.
I have what they call wind gloves, where they're not for the cold. They're only designed to keep the wind off of your hands. Hold on. I didn't take them to work with me. They're very thin. They have a touch on the tip, and they're specifically for the wind. Now, I will admit, as soon as it gets cold, it's like you're barehanded outside.
Yeah.
But it has a little touch pad so you can touch screens and stuff like that, which we used, but I started using it when I was flying my Phantoms. Hey, what's up? UFO, drone bum, how are you guys? But you may want to look into them. They're only like about $20, but they're called wind gloves. In fact, runners use them. Runners use them too.
Yeah. I got some work gloves that we use for working outside and whatnot. Got the rubber grip on them or whatever. I've used those a little bit for flying.
Now, when it gets cold enough and I can't fly, then I go Eskimo with the big joints, with the spiders.
Microphone is active.
So, Marcel, do you sell
That's
your work?
better. Maybe.
Yeah, I do. I have an Etsy page. Some of the stuff's already spoken for, but yeah, there's some stuff on there.
Okay. Indigo, how are you, brother? What's good?
Oh,
Hey, I gotta be very quiet about this, but you want to see something? They're watching TV, so I gotta be very low because I'm not supposed to build or buy any more drones. But check this out.
what kind of parts you got stashed? Like, I got this open here.
Hey, night frame. Check this out.
You know. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Multi-rotor motor.
Oh, this side. They come out. Wrong side. Come on already. That's the damn sticker. Get rid of the sticker. Here we go.
Ooh. Those are those? Which ones are those?
The Emax 2s.
Okay.
Hold on. I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you which one they are because where did I get them from? Pyro?
Boom, boom. Indigo Rhinos in house.
what's up, Bingo?
Here you go. This is what they are. This link right here. Some Emax Echoes. Right here. Here's the link in the chat. Oh, it won't let me type it in the chat? That's stupid.
It should.
The link is too long sometimes. Here we go.
Yeah, if it's over
Just
200
look for
characters,
this.
it won't.
Yeah. The new Nano. Here we go. These Emax Echo 2 series, the 2807s. Now they have a 2807 series going all the way up, I think, to about 1900 kV. Hadley's gonna show me what I need to build it and put it together. Hadley and Justin, Drone Evolution.
Yeah.
So I'm collecting parts right now. I got the frame, I got the motors, I got the diversity receiver. And guess what frame?
You just can't finish it until after Christmas, right?
Well, it may pop up under the tree Christmas Day.
That's what I mean.
From me
Look
to
what I
me.
found. All these parts. Oh, Santa was good to me.
Looky here. There is a Santa. But here, check it out. Guess what frame that is?
Oh, that looks like the split. So that's going to be, is that the new Uma frame?
The FR7. The FR7. I even have the TPU mounting.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, the TPU mount for a Hero 7. The motors. I was gonna put LEDs on it, but I have some LEDs that I'm gonna
Replace that.
maybe put on some other birds, but I won't put LEDs on the FR7 because I won't be able to see it anyway. $50 and you won't tell my wife. See, that's kind of messed up. Hey, Mia, what's good? But they don't know about it. But see, you know what's hard? Basically, I need a camera and I need the VTX. Once I get the camera and the VTX, oh, long range antenna. There's an antenna that I had to order. It's an extended, extra extended Immortal T
Ooh,
to go in the long frame because the extended one is 120 millimeters. This one is 150.
so it's got the longer.
It's about a 6-7 inch. Yeah, it's about a 6-7 inch length on the Immortal T.
Hmm.
You know, wait a minute. Where is? I could have swore I ordered one. But anyway, the box was empty. Now it's full. Almost full. Oh, got the dipole antenna. I'm trying to convert from mid-range flying to a real long-range bird.
Washington County News Station, Utah. Rosie Hydro 69 FPV. What's going on, bud?
The 2-watt VTX, I was thinking about that. Seriously. I was thinking about it because I seriously want to go long range now. Because I have 8 miles of beach down here where I live. So what better place to do a test run than down there? What's up, Phantom? What better place?
Crash Bandicoot. What's going on, Chris? Herman? Ooh, finally made it back. Nice. Been getting some sim time in there, Chris? I know it's cold outside. Ain't nobody wanting to fly. You guys got some snow down that way the other day, didn't you, Chris? We ain't seen none yet. Knock on wood. Carlos. John Cooper.
What's up, Koopy? What's up, guys? Almost done painting for the day.
Almost done painting.
We got some snow up here in Vancouver, but it's all in the mountains where it should be.
I'm actually printing 10 clips to make a Bluetooth arc reactor. Bluetooth activated arc reactor.
Ew.
Later, Stoner.
The kid's a Tony Stark fan. So
Crash Bandicoot. I used to play that game a lot back in the day.
Crash Bandicoot is
I told you I play video games, man.
he's a pilot down in Detroit, just south of me. I've gone down and met him and flew with him down there.
Okay.
Yeah. Some local
Master
Michigan
Roshi.
boys.
High drone 90. Okay. Interesting twist. Yeah, it's a little chilly. Put the heat on.
No, I'm gonna get my blankie.
Don't get your
Showing
blanket.
videos tonight. I haven't had
Huh?
any videos going. I I ain't done nothing. We could find a video of like probably pull the SD card out of the Mavic Mini 2 and pull up the sunset video. But that's pretty boring. There's good colors.
Oh,
but
Ken, it's 7:30. I'm probably gonna hang out till about 8 o'clock, guys. Only because I need to just take all this shit off and then go sit on the couch.
I don't think that's gonna work.
yeah, before you start buying more parts.
It does work. I already had it. I had it on for an hour the other morning. Hold on, I gotta put this on. Set the timer. Yeah, I had it on for an hour.
Always has a video to
It
share.
was fine. That morning you got
Well,
up.
join the crew, Carlos. Come on. Hey,
Damn, I got up. I could have got my beer. I'll be back.
sharing this.
See? Oh yeah, it's nice and toasty over there. Carlos, don't do live streams no more. Why?
Carlos don't do live streams.
Mr. Crowley, have a good night. Be safe. Fly safer.
Mr. Crowley, get in here.
Carlos was on a live stream this weekend, wasn't he? Wasn't he over at Mitch's? Always at Mitch's. You there?
Mr. Grumpy Bob.
What's going on?
Yeah. What's up, man?
He can't hear you yet. A few more seconds.
Disconnected audio.
Audio's connecting. It takes a minute sometimes. What's up, Mia?
Not much. What's up, fellas?
I
Your
can
woman
finally
picked
put
the
a face
colors in
with
that
I can
room.
finally put a face with the name.
Oh, heck yeah.
You could tell your woman picked the colors in that room.
Oh, it's the one of the daughters' old room. I took it over as my drone room.
Nice.
Like
RC
you need a
Fun,
paint
how
job,
are you?
brother.
Oh,
And
I
I'm-
delivery on Saturday and on Monday,
Nice.
but I'll be here both days. What's good, man?
Not much. Hey, are you running on that 7-inch? Are you running diversity receivers or?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. They're definitely. Someone was on. You had suggested the 2 watt. I've only had experience with the 1 watt because Hadley's famous. He got me open on the 1 watt TBS receiver. So,
Yeah.
but I have been wanting to check out that 2 watt one. I mean, the 1 watt VTX. I'd be out. I take off and people be like, "Where is he? I don't see him. Where'd he go?" And then about 2 minutes later, I don't went half a mile or a mile down the beach, because it takes me with this bird right here, with this chameleon, I can do a mile in 30 seconds. And
Nice.
that's at 60 miles an hour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it sometimes people stand around to watch, and I like cruising. I just take off and I be going. And one time I came back, the guy was like, "Oh, we thought you crashed."
Yeah, but whoever crashes and just hangs out with their goggles on.
Well, fortunately, my last crash was pretty good. I didn't crash. I actually was too close to the ground and I nipped the ground and I flipped a couple of times, but I landed right side up. And I was like, "Oh shit, I'm alive." So I immediately took off again.
Heck yeah. Hoping nobody's watching.
Yeah, I immediately took off again.
I've crashed and put my head down and like cussed. and then took my goggles off. But I've never just sat after I've crashed for a long period of time.
It's a part of the learning curve. I'm still new to this FPV shit, but I'm a cruiser. I for some reason I feel if I want to do tricks, that's when I get on the simulator and play around. But salute, man. But living in New York City, there aren't a whole lot of places you can stretch your legs with FPV. Everything's close proximity, buildings, towers, skyscrapers, and stuff. But there are certain streets and avenues and beach areas where you can just send it.
Find
And
some railroad tracks.
yeah, that too. But ours are filled with electricity. So that 800 volts doesn't
Oh.
yeah, some
They don't have
VTXs
like
don't like that.
regular train tracks.
And it's 800 volts times 2 going in each direction because of
I'm good.
the subway, New York City subway. Those are the only tracks near me. I don't have any abandoned tracks.
Oh, okay. We got like regular railroads down here.
Yeah. But ours are elevated. But I did want to go to a train station which is elevated and fly along the track as far as I could, and then turn around and come back and land and get off the train.
See, we got
Because
the
they're
bicycle
because
trail
they're
here.
elevated. You can see the beach from the train. They're not underground where I live.
We got the
Oh,
rail
wow.
trail here, but it's all they've repaved over an old railway, and now it's a bicycle trail, a walking
Yeah.
trail, running trail. But it's like trees either side of it. In Michigan, so trees, you ain't gonna find nothing open really unless you're finding farmer fields. That's the only open spots you
Later,
find down there.
UFO, don't work too hard.
So, dude,
Dive bomb the Statue of Liberty now.
Well, see, the problem with that is
Nonsense.
the problem with that is they've made the Statue of Liberty a no-fly zone.
Yep.
And what they did is they have white buoys 350 to 400 feet out around the perimeter of Liberty Island. And if you pass through there, you're subject to whatever happens. Now, from what I mean by that is it was rumored at one time they had snipers in the tower. We don't
Wow.
know how true that is. We don't believe it. I know people that take pictures and you can see the nose hairs on the statue, which means they obviously had to violate that perimeter. But now 2 years ago, someone shot down an Inspire 1 over Ellis Island, which is a historic landmark and a no-fly zone. So who knows? I wouldn't try it. I wouldn't dive the statue. Now I would take a boat there and pull out a 4-inch and fly real quick and then come back and land and get back on the boat and leave. But I definitely wouldn't fly. The water, the distance, the only way you can get to the Statue of Liberty close would be from New Jersey.
Carlos.
What's up, Carlos? Or at least half of Carlos.
It's half of Carlos.
Yeah,
Actually, it's a third of it.
His camera's half blocked.
No, it's not worth it, dude. There are much better buildings around to
Now we see it, Carlos.
Yeah. Good evening. Sorry.
And
Well,
now
I
it's
was just talking to what's his name, Edward.
Oh,
I said I haven't seen RC Fun Diversions in a long time.
yeah,
Yes.
right. John's
Long
been
range?
hiding away, he says.
long range. Mia,
Got burned
Yeah,
out. That's
How
the
That's the
far
one I
forest
did the
long
video
range,
of.
yeah.
how far have you sent her?
That little dude, that's a little 4-inch, 1 mile.
That's it.
Okay.
What's up, Chris?
What's up, Carlos? That's it? 1 mile?
That's all you're willing to walk? Come on.
No, that video you
Good little
commented
spot
on,
for that though.
I'm on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did it with.
That's what you used. That's what you used.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Little
That's
micro 4-inch.
Size doesn't matter, Lawrence.
not anymore. I know.
Y'all
I
see
know.
this crazy dude's video out there playing around with big old, like, what was that, a 10-inch?
Stop instigating Phantom Flight
Is
101.
that a 10-inch or a 9-inch?
I'm not
that
going
was
to
a
dive
10-inch.
the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, he's out there on a skateboard with a 10-inch pulling holding on to the 10-inch drone, pulling himself around on a skateboard in the parking lot.
Oh, nice. Hey, Mike, I'll be drone. Just joined Dan. Dano, what's
Dano,
up?
what's going on?
Was it drone worship gave Drew and them hell because
Gave
like a week
who?
or two after. Say again.
Gave who? What happened?
Gave Drew Camden hell because I had that video out first, and then they did their big
They
their
did a
big
big old
quad.
video after that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Dan gave him hell.
Chris, how old are you, Chris? You over 40 or
45.
under? How old?
45.
You're that old? I didn't think you were
Yeah.
that old.
Oh, no spring chicken.
You look good. But your gray hair, I don't know. I was like looking at the gray. I'm saying, what's up with this guy?
Gray hair doesn't.
You know,
No, I know. That's why I had to ask the age because he looks young. I thought he was just premature gray, maybe. I don't know.
Nah, that's the Oriental in me. Oh,
it has its advantages.
That's young. It sure is young. I'm with you. So, Mike, I've been playing with the Mobi HD. Having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen some fun you were having with it over there with Drone Ball.
With Paul. Yeah.
with that thing.
Say again,
Yeah,
Chris?
go ahead, put that video up and show everyone.
Oh, yeah. I have to find it. Hold on.
What did Koopy have to say about that?
I haven't heard anything.
You haven't heard anything? Did you put it in the regular chat too?
No.
No. Okay. He was in here earlier, but I don't know if he's still here or not.
Where did I put that? Oh, man. Yeah. Give me a second.
Oh, no.
He looks sexy, though, right? You got to admit.
Right. He was having fun. He went down for more.
Oh, man. Dude, let me tell you, that made me crack up. I was going nuts. Where is it? Shit.
Yeah, and that little micro, I'm thinking about getting. I think it's made by Runcam. They have a hybrid, a single board, dual lens camera. I was thinking about putting in that micro 4-inch so I can get HD.
Hey, check this out. Remember I was saying I needed an extra extended Immortal T antenna?
Mhm.
Well, I had found one. Hadley and us had found one for 150 millimeters. They have one that's 220,
Holy smokes.
which is close to 8
That's for
inches.
that's for like your beast
Huh?
blast mode and whatnot. Those big boys. That's what they made that for. For the beast blast drones and shit. Yeah.
You're not gonna run 2 Immortal T's, are you?
No.
Yeah, where's that video?
Hadley has me just the Immortal T is going to be in the nose of the bird
And then
for
what?
the return trip, and it have a long range in the back back with a dipole.
Okay.
A long range in the dipole. I'd like I said, I would like to switch from mid range to short range cruising to long range.
Tim, I've only had one
Justin.
sip.
Drone
Not
Evolution.
even close yet.
He has an FR7. Yeah, take a shot, man. Salute.
I'm going to be making moonshine after the show tonight.
Moonshine.
After
I
the
like
show.
So. Yeah. After we're done streaming, the wife's going live at like 8:30 or something like that. So when she's done live streaming, we're going to be out there making moonshine. It takes about 2 hours to cook up, and then it's got to cool.
Oh, there's Ed. Old man.
Yep, couple bottles of 151 Everclear out there, ready to go.
Okay, let's see if I can get this done right.
There's Ed. What's going
Yeah.
on, Ed? You still upright? Or did you eat and fading out on us? That's why you had to go.
Oh, Ed gets the itis, huh?
Mike? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we can
share
hear
it.
you.
Do you see the screen up?
yeah. We
Should
see
play.
everything. We see your whole. We see your whole screen. Actually.
But
not
is it
just
full
the video.
screen?
No, it's not full screen.
Okay. Is it up? Is it the share? I'm delayed
The
with this
share's up.
weekend's. Oh, it is? All right, so let me play it. I'm looking at the phone.
The video's not the full video though. We see your whole.
Does
list of
anyone know where
videos around the
Defiance
rock and
RC
everything.
is?
I don't. I've never used them.
There's Dome Bob.
All right, hold on. Let me click on contact us, and that'll tell where they are. Customer and technical support? No. About us.
Woohoo!
So Joe Mom was imitating John Coopy's video. Is what he's doing here.
Oh,
John Coopy put up the video.
This
with
was
the-
my review.
with the drone review, and he was flying around his girlfriend at the stripper pole and whatnot while she was all
Wait,
dancing around and whatnot. So
Big finish coming. Big finish.
Paul had to do the same thing.
Here we go. Here we go.
During
This is the
Carlos's
big
review.
finish. Woo! Yeah, baby.
It's
Man,
a good
this
thing
is
there wasn't
sexy.
a pole somewhere in the house.
I just found out where they are. They're in Alabama.
Oh, really?
Oh, man.
Defiance RC is in Alabama. Alabama.
Long phone call.
Okay.
I hope
Oh,
everything
boy.
was a good phone call then, Ed.
Are any of y'all using Emu Flight?
I'm just learning it. Someone just put me onto it. My first bird that's on Emu Flight is, what did I put on? Oh, is this one here.
Above and Beyond Drones, Jim is
Uh-oh.
This one
joining
is
the
on
chat.
Emu
What's
Flight.
up, Jim?
He
Now
needs a
check
bigger
this out,
wall.
guys.
He's having to hide his drone so the wife doesn't see him.
I don't know.
Check this out, guys. You know how hard these drones are, right? They can smack in this shit. They can take a pounding. Well, I had this hanging up here last night at about 4 a.m. I hear something goes crash. So I instantly get up. I pay attention. I look around the house. I don't see shit. The doors, everything's fine. So I go back to bed. Then I get up in the morning, go cut my computer on. This is laying on the floor, and it snapped off the freaking antenna.
Oh, dang.
Just snapped
SMA.
off.
Yeah, SMAs break easy.
Yeah, I've done
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So I see. So I'm starting to see. So
That's why I
now,
stopped using them.
I buy stock in SMA pigtails.
I don't even,
I
I
got
don't
like
even
4
use
of them
SMA
over
pigtails
there on the
anymore.
shelf right now.
hey, what's up, Ed? Oh, he's still coming in. I do have some SMA pigtails, about 2 or 3 of them. So I guess they're like gold then.
Ed, what's
do
up,
yourself
Ed?
Do yourself a favor and don't buy like the cheap Amazon ones. Do like buy the TBS ones. They have
I
a
got
thicker
you.
coax cable, and
Yeah.
you get better reception.
Okay. I'll make a mental
They're
note
like
of that.
a
But
dollar
I
or
was
2
pissed.
more.
I was
Better
pissed.
sealed
man.
away
It
from
was
the carbon fiber.
It couldn't be any
Yeah.
of the birds. The
They're
old
better.
It could be the new one that just happened to.
Yeah, they're just better. I actually stopped using all SMAs and I use direct whips to the VTX.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
use
every
what?
connection in between your VTX
Direct.
and your antenna is a possibility of interference.
Of
regardless.
failure.
Disruption. No, disruption,
Well,
if
even
anything.
disruption of if you don't have it tightened up, it could be disruption of getting slow weak
Yeah.
signal, or
Can you see it?
not tight enough. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It goes right to the VTX. So it's like
Okay.
one less junction to fail.
Yeah.
It's I mean it's hard to kill those little antennas.
I see everyone
it
uses
pure.
stubbies. I have a stubby on my 6-inch. Oh, where is it? Where is she? Oh, right here. I have a stubby on my 6-inch, but it's a UFL connection. But that makes sense though to have your antenna on the VTX.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, just one less connection. So
Keep your signal strong.
Ed, Why is Chris wearing just like a shirt and you're dressed to go outside?
Well,
Golden
I think the
Corral.
heat's better at Chris's place, maybe. I don't know.
You know,
Yeah,
hit the phone chilling
What do you mean?
74 degrees.
all one piece.
yeah, all
Too
one.
much, Ed.
That's
That's
nice, Chris.
interesting.
To me, it's better video.
Hey, Ed, remember about a week ago, maybe a little less or more, I was just asking you about
I'll
RC
make a
Fun
mental note of
Diversions.
that.
And all the
You
little
remember that,
things.
Ed?
No, I didn't hear half of what you said.
When I was mentioning to you, I haven't seen RC Fun Diversions in a while.
No, I have not seen John.
And he's here
he was
now.
saying crap about me passing out after 2 6 natty lights.
What happened, Ed? You passed out?
No, not
Nah.
from natty lights. It's always from eating, Lawrence.
Well, that's because you're an old bear. You feed a bear, they go to sleep. I'm the same way.
He's not that old. He just acts it.
He just acts
I
like
am
he's old.
younger than Lawrence, but Lawrence looks younger than me.
No, I don't think you're younger than Lawrence. Lawrence, you're over 60?
Dude, I'll be 57 next month on the 9th. This month on the 9th. Next week,
That's what I'm
Wednesday.
saying.
Next week, Wednesday, I'll be 57.
He's not older than you, Paul. Ed. He's younger than me.
57. I thought he was 67.
Oh, gee, thanks. Now I'm shaving my beard. Now I'm getting rid of the beard. That just made me want to get rid of the beard.
Birdman
No,
RC
just-
316. What's up?
And I haven't
Just-
shaved in about
You
3
just
days.
need some just for men, Lawrence.
No, I'm not putting that shit on my face.
Just for men. You're better off with the coronavirus vaccine.
Jesus.
Just
Also,
grow
Lawrence,
old gracefully. That's all. Take the
Yep.
gray.
also, like when you're wiring your VTX and your camera and all that,
Yeah.
I never power or ground my camera off the FC.
You always run into the battery.
I run it off the VTX.
You run it off the VTX.
Yeah, the VTX is already filtered power.
And then
VTX
I
power
just want
going
to
up
Repeat
add
that
noise.
again.
is always
Repeat that again. Just so I make sure I know I heard what you said. You said you never.
Off your camera. Only thing that touches your FC is your camera signal wire.
power
Yeah,
So
off
you're
your
saying run the power off the
VTX,
VTX, which is
already filtered.
Power and ground.
power and ground off the VTX. You know what?
It
I've never
eliminates the
tried that.
lines.
I've never tried that before either.
Having a
Yeah.
common ground is huge. Definitely a game changer.
Okay. See, you learn something new every day. And it would make sense because this FR7, that's gonna be I need as much solid signal as possible.
You need every little niche you can get if you're gonna start sending that long range.
Run
Go
the
to
camera
Birdman.
to VTX. I've run the camera. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Well, I'm new to this stuff, so I'm always willing to try something new.
The crazy part
Also, another thing I've seen, powering the camera off the VTX, but giving the VTX power off the VCC pad on the flight controller.
Now I've run the camera to the VCC pad. Actually, I didn't do it. Justin did it on a bird for me, and I said that's what I was going to do from now on. Run the camera off the VCC pad. But if you're saying just run the camera off the VTX, that makes a lot of damn sense.
So you run the VTX off the VCC, and then the camera is powered by the VTX,
You could do that.
which has the additional filtering. But I'm trying to remember who was saying it, because the
And that works great on noise.
The VCC off the FC is full battery voltage, and we want that for the VTX. but I've seen people put little capacitors on the VCC pad along with the BTX power connection. Adds additional filtering.
Do you hear yourself, Ed? It kind of sounds funny. The
And then the
VCC and the VTX off the FC, it's like all these initials. Holy smokes.
Sure.
And then the VCC is also filtered as well, right? I've never done it like that.
Yeah.
That's what I started doing on
It
mine.
really
too.
depends on your build, right? Like if, especially if your build like
Yeah, that's the
5 inch.
FL. What is that's?
UFL,
That's your
UFCO.
UFL
Okay.
goes to your
Yeah,
VTX.
UFL.
Straight to an antenna picture. So
Okay.
instead of running less than that.
I think I like Tim Jackson's flux capacitor comment better.
Totally. To the throttle.
Good day, Tim Jackson. How are things down in there in the land down under?
Is he in Australia?
Yes.
Yes,
I don't think
he is.
I'll ever visit Australia now because, well, never mind. All I
I
know
want to
is,
go to New Zealand.
yeah, well, you're going to have to get yourself shot up. They're not letting you in.
No. Well, that ain't happening.
Well, it's the same thing. If you go to visit Africa, you got to take like 7 to 10 shots.
Yeah, but that's to
The same
save your
thing
life from
in a lot
malaria
of
and stuff like
countries,
that.
if you don't want to catch malaria and things like that, you need to. Yeah, that's what you're
Oh,
gonna
that
have.
one makes sense totally. But just to travel in and out of
Yeah.
Australia,
It's like yeah. All
It's
right.
summertime in Australia.
it is. And they're stuck at home.
We're living in the future.
So anyway, Mike, did you hear Ed flew 12 packs today? Woohoo! Couldn't believe it. Oh, Mike's not even there. I'm talking to myself. I should be looking at
No,
the screen.
we just see Mike's ass.
Say Ed, say
Now he's
Ed drank a
coming back.
12 pack today.
No, he flew a 12 pack. That's what I thought when I first read it.
I'm trying to get back right now too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Dan,
crazy windy up in here.
Drone Worship's got a live stream going.
Drone worship?
Yeah.
You know, he
Of course he
confused me
does.
because like a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago, he goes, last video for a while. Then the next day he puts out one. It's like,
Yeah.
what did I miss?
He can't help himself. He just has to do it. He's addicted.
I guess.
He called a break.
I'm
Come
hooked
on,
on
guys.
phonics.
Listen, guys, it's 8 o'clock. I'm gonna get out of here.
All right.
That's what old men do.
I came by to sit.
Yeah, right.
No, I came by to drink a beer real quick and then get the hell off.
Are you sure you're not 67, Lawrence?
Not until Wednesday next week, dude.
He just acts that way, Ed.
Yeah, I just act 67. What's this working?
It's all right. Good to see you,
Oh,
Lawrence.
that's,
Have a good one, brother.
That's what's his name.
Yeah, you
DW.
guys
It's hard to
have a
see
good
who he
one.
is.
All right,
You do the
You
same,
too.
brother.
be up. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that camera to the VTX on this build.
Okay.
I will definitely do that and let you know the progress.
Find me on Facebook. If you got any questions, hit me out whenever.
Facebook. You gotta, hit me up on Facebook, and you gotta
Is it
say, yo,
underneath?
it's me up, because if you don't, I won't add you.
Do you have a is your page Novice Quads or
No, Lawrence Clark. You can hit me through Mike. Hey, Mike, can you send them my link when you get a chance? My
Lawrence
Facebook
Clark?
link.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
All right. You guys have a good evening. Okay.
you as well?
Adios.
All right. Be safe. Fly safe, man.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, safe isn't all it's cracked up to be.
Safe. What is this safe?
What are we looking at, Mike? Videos. Oh no, what is that?
No,
Francis.
Drone Worship now.
Oh,
Are you checking them out? Yeah, I was gonna switch over to my
I dropped
laptop.
in over there and told my I see rabbit play and hang out over at the whistle stop. Here's my live stream. There we go. Stop.
Hey, Chris, have you ever flown at a mall? Like you don't own whoops, right? Do you fly little whoops or anything? No, Chris.
I don't own one. Only reason why I want to get one is because my buddy Erod and um love my drones.
Love my
Not love.
drones. Ed?
No, no. What the heck? Where's this damn sticker at? It's drone something. Drone love drone. Anyways,
Whatever.
another
Doesn't
fella.
matter.
They're running like a Christmas giveaway thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're all doing whoops,
Oh, okay.
like a whoop race inside, and
I was going to
drone
ask you
song,
if you ever
drone
went
on.
inside a mall and flew. That's my next mission is to go in a mall and fly a whoop. See if I
No.
get kicked out. How soon?
I'm telling you, Chris, some of the whoops are very fun and are very able to fly outside.
Oh yeah, I've seen them. I was looking at before I got my tadpole. I was looking at getting a 3S, I think 75.
Nah,
75X?
2S maybe. Oh, I don't know.
Well, they had a 3S. They had a 4S too.
That's a little bit more than a whoop once you're into the 4. It's usually 1S,
Yeah, but
2S
it's
maybe.
75, right?
1S, 2S. You can go 2S with
They got
75.
it's 3-inch at 6S, and I just saw 2.5-inch. I think or was it 2-inch or 2.5-inch with the 6S? Cyclone FPV just built one. Even runs
Yeah,
the HD system for DJI on that damn thing.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
it's like
going
just one
crazy
DJI
with the-
stack.
Yeah, but then, I mean,
But yeah,
that's no longer a whoop anymore. Once you're
No,
putting a
it's not.
6S battery on it. 6S battery is bigger than most whoops. Anyway, Mike, Mr. Ducted FPV just joined the chat a little bit.
Hey, abducted.
Anyway, I want to fly in a mall. That's my next mission. At least try to.
Above and Beyond Drones is in the chat.
Yeah, he's been here a
When are
little
you
while.
going to try and do that, Carlos?
Some morning, I don't know, early morning, 7, 8 in the morning, meet up with Drone Bum. So in case I get arrested, you can call somebody to bail me out.
That sounds like a good plan, bro.
It's good to have a secondary just in case. Bail me out or vice
Tell
versa.
you to
Yeah, but you
leave.
do it
That's
early.
what you always tell me.
Yeah, that's what I'm
do it
hoping.
early enough where they have just the mall walkers in there.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. 7 or 8 in the morning. Nobody's around. Go to the far end of the entrance or, someplace where it's not busy. And
who where did I hear that talk? Mike, I think, said the word mall walkers. There are
no.
old people that go in the malls to get their walks in, their steps in, because it's warm inside the mall versus walking outside.
Well, I know some people go to the mall just to enjoy their air conditioning in the summer.
Yeah,
So maybe the same. I don't know.
I've seen old, young. They do it. It's less hassle with people, and they don't get, just less hassle.
No, but I'm wondering if I walk in there with Drone Bum and we have backpacks, it kind of looks funny.
No, do it. You got to do it rip and dip style.
No, yeah. You ever see the FXT goggles? They'll think we're freaking really weird. Walk
if you
into the
just have,
mall
like-
with the goggles on.
No, listen.
That somewhere, pull that shit out your pocket, go to town.
Yeah, just go.
No, I
light
figure
it
a
up
little
like
backpack.
Especially like Drone Bum's got the darn tiny whoop with the controller, doesn't he?
Yeah.
With the Emax controller. That thing's so
No.
small.
It's a similar. He uses the X-Lite, which is the same. Basically, it's very easy to carry that stuff.
Yeah.
It just we have to go in real incognito, put the goggles on real quick, and fly. And I don't know.
Get like 2 packs and just walk out.
Oh, not 2. Just fly until they
Sounds
say
like a
stop.
challenge.
I don't want to
No,
limit myself.
you're pushing it. No, you're
That
pushing it.
sounds like a challenge during lockdown right now. Miles
No, do it rip and dip
course.
style. Just do like 2 packs and get out.
No, I get out. They
You
might
gotta
like it.
do
I might get security to wear a.
do it with You got to do it with the Moby 6 HD there, Carlos.
I'll get the security to wear a pair of ride-alongs. He might
That
like
was the one place I saw somebody.
I've been to some malls where they don't care.
Was it Mike Chin that went and whooped the big Ferris wheel inside the mall or whatever, or something like that? Yeah, that was
That'd be
cool.
nice. Tim Jackson is saying goodbye. He's going to work.
Get back to work. Break
And I'm
over.
going to get my butter drink. I'll be right back.
Break over. Get to work. Thanks for stopping in, Tim.
I wonder how long you could get away with it if you were ordered a FFA pilot vest off Amazon.
Oh, you mean in the mall?
Yeah, FAA pilot. Right?
Yeah.
Put on the old yellow vest. They'll think you're just doing commercial
There
shooting.
you go.
I think you'd be better off if you had a vest that said, I have COVID. Nobody go near you. I'll be right back.
Good way to get fucking really in trouble.
Yeah.
I
get
have
that yellow
COVID and
FAA
I'm not
vest.
wearing a
That'd be the
mask.
best. Put your little registration on your shirt pocket or whatever, so it makes it look official and shit, you know. Even though it's just a hobbyist drone registration. They won't know no difference. So what's everybody think of this new DJI FPV? Doesn't that look fancy?
I haven't seen it.
It looks like a DRL.
Oh my
racer.
God, it looks like plastic, dude.
It looks like a DRL racer.
It's totally gonna trash. It's got a
Sounds like
gimbal
crap.
on it even. FPV
That's
racing
not
drone with a
FPV.
gimbal.
That's the first
it's-
thing I thought of, Mike, when I saw a picture
It's
of that
only like
thing.
a
It's like you're gonna break that
simple
thing
access
apart.
gimbal. So it goes up and down, so you can adjust as you're flying with more speed or whatever. You can adjust the gimbal so you can see your horizon better. But,
Talking about the
Oh,
DJI
you can
thing?
adjust it to
Yeah.
your speed.
yeah, so you can go fast. Well, I don't know if it adjusts or anything, but you've got control of it, I think, so that you could adjust it if you decide to go fast.
I'm wondering if DJI Care will be available to have on that unit.
DJI cares.
I don't know, but those front legs under the front props, they're going to break right away.
And the props
What the
lock
hell?
on, push down and lock on like my Phantom is.
No, it's not going to. I don't
I
think
mean,
it's
I
going
look
to.
at that thing and I
Crazy.
see the Spark and I see the DRL racer. And I've never broken the Spark once, not even damaged it like that, break an arm or anything.
Did you fly it in
Yeah, even if
sport
it's-
mode?
Even if it's like
Yeah.
molded polycarbonate or something
I've
like
crashed
that,
a bunch
you
of
know,
them.
it's still going to be fairly
It
fast.
looks like the same kind of form factor there.
I don't
Looks
see
like-
that as an FPV person, but somebody who went from GPS to FPV would buy that.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's
Wow, that looks like garbage.
Right? Look at the
Yeah,
motors. The
I see
motors are
one
like
picture of it.
2207s or something like that.
They better
Can
have
it-
a
can
really good
Can it
fucking
do rolls? Is it
it's
able to
supposed
do
be able
acro?
full acro. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. But basically the same thing as you adjust your camera in FPV, you get a little bit more speed out of the drone.
What did they say about flight time?
Basically, that camera's gonna do.
Something like 20 minutes or something like that.
Really? Wow.
It's supposed to be
Lithium?
crazy
If
long.
it's
Lithium
20
batteries?
minutes, I bet you better be 300 feet up in the air before you try a roll.
I bet you'll get 12 minutes in sport mode, like actual. like,
Right. Probably.
You're
Half,
just
half
hovering.
the time. Yeah.
Is there a such thing as a GPS mode on that?
Yeah, I believe it was, but I think it's adjustable.
And then you
to
can
take
turn it
off.
into full acro, that kind of thing? Interesting.
It's the only way they
And
had
they're
to go with
basically-
the FPV thing. Once they've got the goggles already and everything, they've got to do something to support their goggles, or their goggles are just going to fade off.
I
You know
thought
what
they
I mean?
would
So
have
they have
built
to do
different.
something.
I would have thought they would have built different size quads with the what do they
I
call it?
would
Air
like to
unit.
see him get involved with some company like T-Motor or something like that, and try to build something up really a real.
I figure they'd come out with 3-inch, 5-inch, 6-inch FPV air
They
units
will if it catches on.
with the air unit inside. I don't know. I'm surprised that because that thing just looks bulky, looks heavy, and I don't think it's going to take a. I don't think it's going to take a crash well.
It looks like a turd with props on it.
Yeah,
Totally.
I think it's horrible.
Um, Yeah, I can't imagine what the thrust ratio is going to be. They were saying 2207 motors or something like that. It's like going back to old school, you know, as far as the motors and prop and everything else.
Does it say if it's running on a 2 or a 3S or anything like that?
Probably
It
3.
doesn't have any spec out there really yet.
I think Mr. Chris Hope
It's just a leak so far as pictures and shit.
Chris Hope has found the rest of the pricks.
Hey,
House of
Chris,
Hope in the
how are you,
house.
brother Hope?
Yeah, Dan's got half of them over there.
Oh yeah.
Something about building batteries or something like that.
Oh, that's been his thing.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
shit! You want to see what he gave me? Look at that.
All those batteries?
Yeah, those are all
6S?
solo batteries. No, they're
Oh.
The
4S.
batteries out of the Solo. So
Yeah.
you just gotta put some XT60s onto them and run them up.
Nice.
No,
I
I was gonna make a field charging pack.
Yeah. Yep, that'll
I was
work.
I don't know how many I'm gonna put together. I gotta like actually sit down and start tinkering.
Do some mathematics.
Oh yeah, get yourself,
Nah,
get
I'm just
yourself
gonna
a
start
nice
wiring
little,
shit.
lawyer briefcase.
24 volt, 12 volt.
Pull up the
Fill her up
calculator.
with batteries.
I'll go up to like 24 volt on it.
You can run an inverter maybe off it. Or you're going to just charge right directly from it.
I'm
how
gonna
would
make
you do
one
it?
big pack, line them up to where I don't go past 30, and then I don't know.
Inverter? Where you can plug in now.
I can go straight into my charger. I can go up to 30 volts on my charger.
Yeah, a number of chargers will take up to a 24 volt input.
The IDSTs, I think, will go like over 30.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
But my HOTA only, the one I have only goes, it says don't go past 29.
So in other words, you have no desire to fly the 3DR Solo anymore.
I don't think he owns one. You don't own
No.
the 3R Solo.
So Dan gets the batteries from the 3DR Solo. People send him their batteries. He dismantles them, breaks them into the thing, and rebuilds that charging board into it so that they can use it into their Solos and run regular battery in their Solo. So all the old batteries, he usually throws them out or whatever. But he gave a bunch to Chris so he can make a field charging pack. Half of them are like, you wouldn't want to fly them too much because they ain't going to do any high C charge type stuff or anything.
Nah, I don't know. I'm gonna see what I can do with them. What I can't do with them, I'll dispose of them.
You may just have a good fire. You never know.
Yeah, when I charge it,
Yeah, do
They're
it out
slow
loud.
batteries, from what I hear. They're not too good. You may just have
when
a
I
big.
charge it, my charger is going to be on an extension cord, and the battery is going to be in the fire pit.
Right?
It's going to be in the fire pit.
Batteries in the fire pit. Good idea.
Yeah.
Good
I'm
idea.
I'm not playing with it.
Ah, man. It's
I
a
mean-
stretch time.
Basically printing this little guy in the full scale version.
Nice.
It's like a mini chopper, so it's gonna have like motors and Arduino and everything in it. But it's actually in the full size version of it. It's a bit smaller than him.
You printed the one down there? You printed the
that?
big one?
Yeah, this is all 3D printed as well.
Wow.
611 pieces approximately. And has all the moving parts and everything.
What? How many hours?
Days.
I started May 1st.
Days.
Oh.
So long time. May 1st I started.
Holy.
What was it? 12 spools of plastic?
14 spools.
13 spools.
14 kilograms of plastic.
I wonder how much it cost in between material and power.
Oh,
print that son of a
I don't
bitch.
pay for electricity here, so I'm lucky that way. But
Win-win.
yeah, so materials and electronics, it's about $2,000 so far.
What? Really?
Yeah. That thing's going to have all kinds of shit on it, though.
I could
Does it
hire
bring you
somebody
a beer
for
or light your
Raspberry
cigarette?
Pis and everything else.
for
to
that much
control.
money. You could hire somebody for with a costume for like 4 hours, like less money. Yeah, make you and bring you a beer and cook you breakfast.
This thing will charge my battery while I'm flying.
You can rent a midget and
Yeah,
put them in a
exactly.
suit for
$2,000.
how much? 2,000?
Probably
A
less
couple
than that.
weeks.
Yeah,
A couple weeks. You can rent
that's
a
a
midget.
month's worth of midget. 500 a week.
That's hilarious.
You could have bought a live-in midget for that.
It's got a Raspberry Pi. It's got a video projector that projects movies onto the wall or on like in the air.
Oh, that's funny.
Ah, cool.
Lay a little like hologram that comes out of the eye on the one end.
Wow,
It's got
that's awesome.
doors for charging batteries, lipos, the whole 9 yards. It has sensors in it, so it can follow me around when I'm walking around, or also with my remote.
Uh-oh, there goes the neighborhood. Rat RHMF
That's
has
cool.
joined.
Hey,
the
Rat.
chat.
Yeah, so it plays RetroPie, which is like old Atari games.
You should FPV it and take it to the mall and mess with people.
I'm definitely
The
gonna
speaker,
take
yeah,
that.
put a loudspeaker with it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Hey, Marcel.
Hey, bud.
So here's what you need to do.
Okay.
You need to be able to, okay, R2D2 needs to have his head be able to flip up and a drone fly out of it.
One of the panels might have a mini drone. All these panels open up on the side here.
Or maybe just the front compartment on his chest, you know, then a little tiny hawk or something flies out of it. That would be badass.
It'd be sweet. It is going to have a VTX
Probably-
antenna that comes out.
I think a Tello would be easier to come out.
4.5
Oh,
touch
and
screen.
here's what else. Here's another idea, Marcel, is the little camera in RT2DD2's head should be an HD cam that will record footage.
Yeah, it will. Definitely.
With a
You
taser.
have the capability.
With a
You can-
taser. How about a laser? I think the laser is better.
Well, that would be another hole out, you know, because he has a number of holes in him up on the head. Definitely a laser beam is in order, yeah.
That'd be sweet.
I'd be vindictive and put like a battery operated squirt gun with deer pee in it.
Why
Or-
deer?
or-
Cat urine smells enough.
Up here in Canada, we use caribou.
Yeah.
Caribou.
There's, yeah, like hunting scent. That shit don't wash off.
No, take forever.
Well, it
Okay.
could have a little methane bottle so it can fart.
I do have a wiring diagram so that I can actually like pump out beer, not maybe or like water or pop or something out of it. So it could be like a little fountain as well.
Marcel's not going to need a wife anymore. Charge your batteries, do beer, take video, shit, and put video up.
What about the
I'm
beer
hoping to be able to
cooler? It
find my
needs a
drone
beer
for me
cooler
when
in
it
it.
crashed. So good for me. Sweet.
What'd you say, Ed? I'm sorry. The last
I
thing.
said it needs to have a beer cooler in it as well.
I thought about putting a 6-pack cooler in it, you know, just like a foam cooler inside of it.
Why don't you just have it pull the cooler or a trailer with a cooler, something like that?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Well, I do need a trailer with a cooler, yeah.
Well, for the amount of beer you might have to bring,
Bring the whole
Mr.
fridge.
Ed.
Want to run out?
Bring the whole fridge.
Yeah, right. Don't want to run out.
Yeah, a fridge.
So anyway, having fun with this little thing. It's pretty cool.
All right,
Max,
fellas.
Max came out with a new little 65 millimeter,
Nice.
but they came out with a whole new battery connector and everything. So sorry, not good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and jump
young
off so I can get cleaned up for work and everything else.
You work tonight or tomorrow?
Tomorrow in the morning. I'll
Oh,
be up
okay.
at like 5 in the morning my time. Drive an hour. Yay!
Nice.
So
Hiya, EBR.
Erwin is
Well-
here so late. Wow.
I know, it's late as shit for him. He's such a
Or
night
early.
owl.
I don't think he sleeps personally.
all right, fellas. Well, y'all have a good night.
Have
Thanks
a good
for
night,
having me, Mike.
Chris. Be good.
Later, Crust. Good to see
All
you,
right,
bro.
later.
EBR. Never sleeps. I just got hungry. RC Crazy. Hey
I'm sorry to hear
guys,
that,
waiting to hear back from my sister. Just found out.
Birdman, what's going
Mom
on,
has
Mike? Rat, welcome in. I was waiting to see Mr. Goss show up through here or something. I haven't seen him through though.
Why since 11 is she in the parking lot? That's not good.
You know, hey Rat, I love the
Doctor's
thing
office. In the
from
parking lot, yeah.
Roadhouse, the movie Roadhouse, with Kurt Russell and the What for Beef guy. And the What for Beef guy says, somebody says something about him not getting any sleep, and he says, I'll get all the sleep I need when I'm dead.
Too much time wasted these days.
Damn.
With all that said, makes me think about a nap. Oh,
I think I don't know. Never mind. I wouldn't go to the hospital or doctor anymore. Mike, the guy that invented Slim Jim, he died today. He was 96, and they say he died of COVID, not old age.
No, that's messed up, man.
I mean, come on. He didn't die of freaking old age and his heart was tired and
no, it couldn't have been sodium, could it?
no, that either, right? He died of Slim Jims. That's what he died of, but
No, the sodium was in the.
they're saying it's COVID.
Right there, bro.
Oh, she was there by herself? Are you kidding me? Wow. That's crazy. That's nuts. That happens. Are you kidding me? You could be laying down in the street in New York City and they'll just step over you. They won't, it'll take a while before they look at you. Mark A. Mr. Rigamortis has joined the chat. What's up?
Rigor.
Hey, I am Mark. How are you, brother?
Must have been editing video again, Eric.
I that invented spam, yeah. Oh man.
Ooh-wee.
Ed, I just found out in the chat, Mr. Above and Beyond Drone said that they were playing the video that me and Paul did on his stream.
What?
Above and Beyond Drone, Jim, does a stream on Tuesday. And they played the video that I did with Mr. Paul Drone Bum on his stream. I guess they were getting a kick out of it. Watching Paul.
The one with the leg lift?
Doing his exercises, yeah.
Sorry, I missed that, Jim.
I did too.
So do you understand where that came from?
I don't know. It came from me visiting Paul and catching him in between his exercise routine.
Doing leg lifts. Okay. I won't say anything more.
And I just happened to be flying, getting my shit ready. He helped me with the SD card. That's what it was. Ed got his winter gear on in Florida, yeah.
Since COVID, the strip clubs just have closed down, so they've had to resort to other resources now.
You know what? Somebody made a good point. And even in California especially, they have a large homeless population.
Yep.
But these people aren't dying. And those aren't the healthiest people out there. Probably more prone to sickness and everything. And yet they're not croaking. You would think that
all the immunities they build up being living out on the street.
Being homeless?
Actually, dirty, being all dirty and everything else. Yeah.
No, but here's another thing that the lady was saying.
Man, it's that bio. There's a
No, but she
natural
was also
biome that
saying
goes through your
that
skin.
homeless people hang out with other people, and people now are being told to stay home, and that's actually affecting them as well. You know what I mean? Homeless people have other homeless people to hang out with, usually. I don't know. What did Time to Fly say? We were comparing it to the John Coopy video. I don't see the resemblance at all. Did you, Ed?
I wasn't gonna
You
say
should
it,
have
but
taken
Time
Joan
to
Bum
Fly
over to the
couldn't help
hamburger
it.
joint before the video. Just
Oh
saying.
man, let me tell you, we will laugh. Yeah, we will laugh. It was just so much fun. I tell you what, if laughter is a medicine, man, we got double freaking double doses. Wow. I'm sorry. Let me shut up.
You guys see that? You know it's cold in Florida. Ed's got a coat on.
I
Yeah.
want to know if Paulie
That
was
100.
sore at the next day. I bet
Probably
he was.
his thighs. Yeah, his thighs and his stomach. Paul, are you here?
I haven't seen him in a minute. I was watching to see if he said anything. He was here
Leg
when we played
lifts
the
are
video.
tough, man. I'm telling you, it
I mean,
takes a lot of
he had
work.
him up at a 45-degree angle, and he's no spring chicken.
Well, I didn't see
Good
no
thing Carlos is
45
good on the
degree shit.
controls,
I
man.
just saw, 90-degree shit. But
If they'd had to do a few takes at that, he'd never made it.
yeah, right. You're right about that, Mike.
Mr. Sly Dad has joined the house.
Hey, Fly Dad, how are you, brother?
Oh man. I tell you what, he's a funny guy, Mr. Drone Bum.
Yeah, he's got a good sense of humor.
He has a great sense of humor, yes.
He has to be to hang out with you.
Yeah, that's true, right? Poor guy.
Yeah, Carlos ramming him in the side of the face with a drone.
Drone Bum is lurking. There he is. JDS Flying Canuck. The Banana Man can.
The Banana Man
What's
can.
going on, John?
Oh boy.
We've had multiple Chris's in tonight. We've had multiple Johns in tonight. Oh, geez.
Oh man.
You
Here's
hear
all-
all day, Paul. We were talking about it. So are your legs tired, sore, or what?
Yeah, that's right. We were wondering if you were sore after the 3 leg lifts. Damn, I'm thirsty today.
Good at what?
What'd you say?
No.
Oh, I said I'm thirsty. Shane Beast joins the house.
Hey, it's Shane B.
What's up, Wayne?
Is Shane Beast from Boston or Massachusetts?
Paulie said he was sore as F.
Sore as hell.
I'm telling you, man, leg lifts aren't easy, even if you only make it to the horizontal level.
He was going up.
Especially
His body was flat and his legs were up 45
Tell you what,
degrees.
I can run a paintbrush or a sprayer all day long. You give me a 2-pound weight and have me go into physical therapy. About 12 of them arm lifts and shit he's got me doing in the angles that he's got me at. Man, my arm gets sore the hell out.
You know what, Eric? That LSD video he made,
Texas.
that's the best I've ever seen Carlos look.
Yeah, but that's I ever seen Carlos.
He's used to the cold, that's for sure, man.
Oh man.
Well, probably not anymore, but he's been around the cold. He's been in Texas for any length of time. He ain't used to the cold anymore.
All my exes. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is the months that everybody in Florida lives for, right? December,
Right.
January, February, March. You guys should be out every day.
That's where all the tourists are usually down there, but not this year.
I don't know. They're open still, but I don't know, like Disney open, but They're still
Well, I
like
know.
going.
Disney is open.
But
They
I'm
can
just
have
saying,
as
I don't
many
think
of
it's
the
like.
snowbirds going down from Michigan and all up north up here, going down to Florida for the whole winter.
I don't think they have the lines or the same. You know, I don't know. I have no idea. I wouldn't know.
Newfound drone production. What's going
Hey,
on,
Bill,
Lucy?
how are you?
Fabio.
NFD, NDF, NDP.
Look, man, they've got blooms down here in Florida. It's the same deal, Oh man, this many people died, but it's the same thing as the Slim Jim guy. They're like 96 years old and they had issues already. So they got COVID and they croaked.
I know
That's
more
that.
people that avoid the hospital when they get sick with this stuff and they live than when they go in. You're done. I'm not doing
I
it.
agree with that.
Not doing it. RC Fun Diversions. What have you been flying these days in Georgia Peach State? Anything? It's boogie time. Boog time. Boog. Boogie
night.
Boogie boogie. Boogie night.
God, that's so old.
Boogie nights?
The lone stump double was here. Slide that.
Oh, man.
I wonder how the get together went down.
Backyard is
south
good.
With, Ray Kelly, Mitch.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Drawing was
Oh,
They're
yeah.
supposed to meet today. Some beach somewhere, Ed? Do you
Yeah,
remember?
what's up with that? Mitch doesn't come to
Jensen
my
Beach.
stream now. He isn't doing Thursday nights, but he won't come visit, huh?
I'll have to
He's
invite
good
him.
for us.
No, I don't think so. Not Mitch. Mitch is he's all right for an old prick. I like him. He's all right. For all you know, he could be in the chat, just watching, doesn't want to type, so he's lurking.
You never know.
That's what I do half the time. I'm in chats, but I don't want to say hello to everybody, so I just watch.
Sometimes it just isn't anything worth saying.
It's not only that, but
not when I try and tag him, he is not there.
That says
okay.
dab time. Okay. Safety
But that
meeting.
doesn't necessarily mean anything because I've tried to tag people before and they didn't show up.
And they were there?
Yeah.
Got it. Messing around in the backyard. That works.
9-pound hammer.
Ed, are you going to take apart the freestyle? Have you taken apart the other freestyle?
No, I have not.
No?
And one thing I meant to do was just plug the bird in that you sent to me and plug it into Beta Flight to see if you've been trying to fly with flip over crash.
Oh, okay.
I haven't said much about it lately, but it seems like he's running out of time. He was supposed to have something else built before Christmas or something like that.
Who's that? Ed?
Yeah, built and flying before Christmas. He still hasn't sent it to Adam to get it flying.
You know, I was just mentioning that to him the
He's
other day.
running out of time. He got a month to go.
I don't remember the deadline. Okay, I don't remember the deadline.
I think there were bets on it more than anything. I don't think there was so much a deadline as there were bets on it.
All right. Well, I have shipping issues right now.
Shipping issues
because of money. Okay. Now, granted,
he paid $10 for that shipping.
I know he did damage him.
Oh shit.
But I don't have that $10 right now.
Terrible.
So I'm gonna wait.
It's hard to turn in beer cans currently.
Yeah, well,
I don't think, Ed, are you
beer cans? I
do you
might
save?
be able to do that.
I was gonna say Ed doesn't return beer cans. I don't believe he's
We
that
do
kind of guy.
return, but
No, I
we
put them in the damn recycle bin. I don't screw that. Do you know how many cans you got to save these days to get any money?
Well, 20's $1, right? It's a nickel a
But
can.
anyway, so Carlos,
Yes, sir.
next week I will be sending you your extended Ethernet cable.
Oh, I don't think you should. I was gonna try one other thing, but right before you do, let me know because I'll take it
Well,
from you.
no,
But
I
I'm gonna
still-
try something. Go ahead.
I still need to send you the B3 frame for the Moby 6,
Oh,
Moby
that's
7.
true.
So
This is true.
there you go.
But I would much rather you send your stuff to Adam first.
Well, I can do
would too.
both
I'd like
the
to see
same
Oh, okay,
day.
well,
It's
if you
not
do
like-
both, then that'd be good. But if it's
Because I
one or
want to
the
see
other,
Adam have
definitely
to
do
fight with
yours.
that Flight 1 rig for like 20 minutes to a half hour minimum.
That would, yeah, he should do it on a live stream. See him get it done. Uh-oh.
Beer
Okay.
can might be 5 cents in New York, Eric, but it ain't 5 cents here.
They
Okay.
don't. What is it there?
10 cents.
10 cents in Michigan.
There is no deposit on aluminum cans. You
Oh, so you
only
can
get
just-
the weight from the aluminum cans per pound.
Are you kidding me? Really?
You can
Yes,
the
really.
nice
Wow.
thing is you can go by the pound and you can run them things over with your truck and flatten them all out, so you can put a whole ton of them in a fucking bag for you.
Yeah, but that's too much work.
We used to-
No way.
That's how we made
Yeah,
money
you
in
gotta
Kent, man, in
squish 'em to
California.
do that, Mike.
Damn, dude.
Wow,
Riding around
10.
on a
So
bike.
so Mike, you buy a 6-pack, they're charging you 60 cents on top of the whatever
Yep.
it costs. Damn.
Well, I mean, Adam was talking about that. He was like, Adam was saying,
Newfound
Yeah.
Drone Production is going to put rocks in his cans.
there is no deposits on anything plastic or anything else here in Florida.
Michigan and Oregon, 10 cents.
Wow. Certified tree hugger, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. 29 cents for a pound of aluminum cans. Fly Dad was just saying.
Yeah.
That's
You know
crazy.
how many cans it takes to make a pound?
Yeah, you gotta take a few bags on, that's for sure.
Ed, you just reminded me of a joke, but I'm not going to say it.
No, what is it, a racist joke or
Well,
what?
see, the difference between there is we have to pay 10 cents every time we buy a pop or a
That's what I mean. Yeah.
beverage like that. So for us to take them back, it's worth that 10 cents because it's money out of our pocket already.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I understand that part.
Yep.
Anyway, Mark is saying goodnight and he's taking off.
So
Take care,
Give
Mark.
us in a
Have a
bowl
good one.
and maybe some
Sounds
drums.
like a good plan, Mark.
Blizzard in the house.
Say hello to Darcy and the kids for me, please, Mark.
You know what's funny? I found out that their drone pool here, that they don't really recycle. They just send it to Malaysia. They send big barges to another country. It's like a scam.
That's what Canada does too. They send all their garbage down here to Michigan.
Hey, you
Then-
drone pool. Hey,
They
brother
do. They
Dan.
dump. They're dumping. They're dumping over. They're coming in from up top and on down over in Toronto, and they dump it over here in Michigan.
It's crazy.
Niagara Falls, we put a bunch of barrels in the water and just
Send it.
Yeah.
Drone pool.
It's funny.
story, eh?
There goes Blizzard
Drone Pool
FPV.
just put up a video of a build he did 9 months ago, and he finally made it. And he says right in the video, "Yeah, I'm
Ed, you can do
flying
it
Miss
too, Ed.
Daisy here, but I don't care."
You can do it too, Ed. Just a little time and determination, right? Isn't that right, Drone Pool?
One step at a time.
Yeah, all my determination went out with that Flight 1 crap.
That Flight 1 is almost all the way together too. All it is a programming thing. That's really all it is just the programming. If you've got it soldered up the way that it's supposed to be, and I'm pretty sure you do, it's just a programming thing. That's the worst part. It's been sitting there for months and months, and all he's got to do is be able to get it to program right. It
Well, from
is
what
a pain in the
Adam
butt,
was
though.
telling me, I was making the mistake of trying to use a computer like I'm used to using with Betaflight.
I've done it with the computer myself, and it doesn't fully link in like it's supposed to all the time. It acts goofy when you try it through the computer. He says going through the goggles is the best way, but I've never done it through the damn goggles.
And
But
yeah,
I've only
well,
done it twice on
that's
the quad.
that's the same way with me, Mike. Is going through the goggles, the program just seems freaky to me. You know.
But see, I've only programmed this one twice so far. I programmed it the original time when I had it flying, and then because you were having those troubles, I went ahead and played with it and reprogrammed it to the newer and reflashed it. And it took me a minute to get it reflashed a second.
Mike, what was that on the bottom of that flat piece?
That's the battery holder, I think.
Looked like a skid plate.
That's right, exactly.
So it holds the battery in, and it's got little
Battery.
Oh yeah. That's cool.
balance connectors to go in there.
That's pretty neat. But it adds weight to the
Pyro
quad.
They don't even sell it at Pyro
I was
Almost
just
a Pyro Jonah forever.
Hiya, Blizz. Blizzard FPV just came in.
Nah, he was here a while ago. I
Yeah,
said
he's
that.
been in here a little bit.
Said that a week
has
ago.
he? Okay. Well, excuse me.
Plug it in the quad and mail the other end of the cord. There you go.
I like that
Here,
idea.
carry this up to Michigan for me. I needed somebody to plug that into their USB and finish this shit.
I like that idea. Creative.
I'm getting too loud. She's doing live streaming out there selling jewelry, so I got to keep it quiet because I'm not making money doing this.
Can you close your door? And
Yeah, she just came in and closed the door. She said
oh, she did it for you.
Mike, everybody on her stream's telling me to quiet down.
Does she use a headset or anything? No.
No,
Open mic like you?
she streams off her phone.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You don't want to hook her up with a little setup, Mike? Oh, she doesn't want to bother.
The way she's got a computer out there and everything else. And,
Oh, okay.
she's got a
She's
laptop.
doing her thing.
She's got headphones from work and everything if she wants to use those or whatever. And she's got her own little setup because she's back and forth moving around, picking up jewelry to show.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, so she shows it and people will bid or
Shows it,
buy.
and if they want it, they can tell her they want it in the chat real quick, and she'll put it off to the side for it. Either
That's
mail
cool.
it to them or deliver it to them if they're local or whatever.
That is cool.
She's made almost $1,000 in the last month
Nice.
selling jewelry.
That's good.
$5 cheap Chinese jewelry, man. Just costume jewelry.
Shh, don't tell the secrets. Shh.
No, they know, dude. They know. They don't know how much she's making off them, but
Hey, those
it's
are
pretty good though. It's like $5 pretty much anything that she sells is $5. So she makes money off and all.
You update, Brother Dan. You update Betaflight configurator, but as far as updating Betaflight,
those are two different
on
things.
the board, your FD has Betaflight in it, so you're updating Betaflight on your FD. So like right now, I don't know what configurator version I'm in, but it keeps telling me it's old and
Mine's
I need to get a new one.
I think.
I have 10.4. I had 10.7.
On FD is like, what's the latest version of Betaflight? Like 4.2 or something?
10.7 is the latest version of Betaflight, and the latest Flash firmware is like 4.3, I think it is.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
But yeah, Betaflight configurator is up to 10.7 is the latest configurator.
They give you 3 choices now of stuff. More choices, I think. Well, that's what I noticed when I used it.
I mean, I just wait
There's a lot more presets in on flight controllers
until it doesn't work with my birds anymore.
I'm using 10.4, I believe.
That's because your birds aren't updated to the new firmware. Your birds can't read, the firmware can't read your bird because the firmware flash on your bird is old information now. They've changed so much in beta flight that it just can't understand it anymore.
I think the Center Pro is at four point something. I don't know. I mean, I don't really mess with that. I mean,
I like that.
I've never updated the firmware on any of my birds.
Me either. I ain't gonna lie.
Last time
Ooh,
I
I've
updated
updated configurator, but not beta flag on it.
last time I updated a bird was because of darn playing with the darn ghost receivership, ghost receiver transmitter system, fighting with quads. And that's why I went back to printing for a little while. And now I got this big front project going, so it's kind of taking up my time on that and not so much on the quads because I can't fly a whole lot. So
Damn it. This Zoom thing. Let me see something here.
yeah, you guys get spoiled over there in StreamYard for free, and then you come to Zoom and you're like, wait, all of the options are so different.
Check it out, Mike. HD Mobila.
It looks good, dude. Nice green picture. What does that render at? 720 or 960?
It's 1080 60.
1080 60?
Yeah. I couldn't believe it.
So that's the same as on my Cinewood. It's got the DVR that does 1080 60.
This is in Horizon. Horizon mode. This is what I do when it's cold outside and you can't do anything.
That's what it's for. I need to get me some hoops set up, some gates and shit like that. I can strategically play so I can play a little bit. Now that it's cold and whatnot, get these hoops going again. This thing's been sitting out for a couple of weeks now. I ain't even flown to do anything.
Tiny Hawk's a lot of fun to fly also.
Hell, I got these charged up, ready to go, and haven't flown. I probably need to recharge them again now. They're so damn puffy back. These packs, those are puffy.
Did you get your Christmas gifts for the grandchildren like you said?
Not yet, no.
Working on it.
I don't know if we're going to or not.
Oh, not sure now?
I'm talking with the wife inside.
Right. Something a little less complicated.
My boss is supposed to be hooking me up with a bonus for the exteriors that we did and pushed on. So hopefully tomorrow I get a bonus there.
Gotcha.
And then the warehouse that we just finished, I'm supposed to be getting a good bonus off of too. But the problem with that is the check for that is coming from Turkey.
Whoa.
Yeah. Dow Chemical, Dow Corning paying. That kind of thing. They're in the company that is doing all the carbon fiber pressing and stuff that is running the warehouse that we painted that side of is being backed by Dow Chemical and Dow Corning type stuff. They had like the carbon fiber inserts, like the Ford Edge rear hatch. It was the insert that goes into the molds and all that kind of stuff. Pretty cool.
Ed, are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Read what slide Dad wrote.
Well, I just back from a pee, so I'll have to look.
He's taking a piss and making an natty run of ball.
Man, do I like?
He's
yeah.
right. You nailed it, Fly Dad. I was taking a piss. Yeah. I have a fairly fresh beer right here. But I did have to take a piss.
That's what made him think of the piss. He got a cold beer in his hand and, oh man, I gotta go.
At my age, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Okay.
There's a cab driver, well, ex-cab driver down the block. This guy's younger than me, and he's been ill for years with kidney issues. And he said, yeah, a lot of times he had to hold in his urine, the weekend. I think that's what he said caused his issues.
It does. It kills your bladder, your kidneys, and hold it in too long.
Yep.
Boy,
So when you got to go,
John,
It's still thick. It's not back.
John, I never flew a King Kong, so I can't comment. I've seen some okay flights off of them, but I love my Tiny Hawk.
yeah, the King Kongs with 3S, you can't fly those inside. I mean, you could, but very carefully.
Are they? I didn't realize there were 3 up.
That's where the batteries came from that you have. King Kong. Between you and Paul, I got rid of all those.
So when you said the King Kongs are history, you meant your
They're all
King
broken.
Kongs are history.
Yes, mine. I think they might be around still, if I'm not mistaken.
What's wrong with them?
They just took too much beatings. They're still available, I think. Grayson Hobby has them. I wouldn't get them from, what's the name of this place? Bang You Good. No thanks.
mhm.
Oh, well, if you get them from Bang You Good, you might get them 6 months later.
You might get a knockoff version.
You could get them
Right.
anywhere from a week
You
from
might
now
get one that
to
was put into a
6
Ford
months
Explorer.
later. One never knows.
NT 115 always won. ET
It
115 at work? Depends where you work. How big?
Where Meso Paws is fairly big, but I wouldn't have it as my place to do a Megan. Isn't it 115 a 3S bird?
Yeah, it's pretty fast. I know that I'd take it in stability mode, maybe up and down the hallway once or twice, but nah, I didn't want to break it. Excuse me. Nah. But anyway, that's done and over with.
Exactly, Sly Dad. You're right about that. I call it penal leakage.
So the next thing we need is Carlos to fly at least like the 3-inch off the roof, then, right? For the next flight.
I was thinking of that. My the Acrobats.
Yeah. Those would be perfect.
Maybe in the
do
winter.
The Acrobat off your rooftop all day long, Carlos.
But the thing is, coming in for a landing is you have very little.
You just got to work it so you got the long stretch. Come in for that long stretch and let it bounce and slide.
That's the only. That's the only thing that plays with my head, trying to figure out the angle and the approach and the speed. I got to get all that right. I'll work on that one day. But yeah, I've thought of that, Ed. Trust me, or Mike. The other thing is, God, if it fell,
no different than diving those buildings or something, though.
Oh no, I'm not worried about the drone. I'm where it falls.
Yeah.
At this point, I have to take responsibility for the fall, and that shit happens.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't hit a car.
That's a landing net. There you go.
It looked like most of it out front and whatnot is all grass and trees. And
if I had to guess how much space is up there, maybe, what do you think, Ed? 200 feet? 250?
Yeah, easy.
200 feet?
It's a good. Well, how many units across is it? You figured?
Only 2 units across, but it's long.
No, it's 1, 2. It's the way the building is built, but
yeah, because it comes up different stairwells. And
exactly. Yeah. It's strange. It's I think at least 100 feet. But remember those 2 elevator shafts or whatever you call those, Ed.
We don't have nothing.
They're in between. So they kind of kill my path. And then with the skinny path is long, it has the plumbing air vents up on top. So I have to avoid those.
Pipes.
The pipes, right? Yeah. So it's tricky.
I think there's some pretty good open areas that you could drop into, though, Carlos. Like in the middle.
I have faith in him enough. He can drop in easy enough. I've seen him land that thing.
I have to figure it out.
In the middle between the elevator,
between the 2 buildings,
a pretty good clear space. Because most of the vents.
Then if they bounce, they'll hit the building and
outside
stay in on the roof.
Well, yeah. What happened to Drone Pool? He says
yesterday that I crashed on Thanksgiving Day. It didn't feel right. kind of wonky and slushy, if it makes sense. Acted like it was fighting against stick input. Did you recalibrate anything? Check your standoffs. Make sure you didn't break a standoff and the gyro is kind of goofing up or whatever in there. If you broke a
Or, I
standoff
mean,
that might
or
be
you could
vibrating
have
your
some
flight control,
screws.
gyro is acting goofy in there.
You could have
Had that.
some of the screws in the standoffs that
Yep.
could be loose.
That's what I mean. You could have broken anything in that stack area. Breaking one of those standoffs, the plastic standoffs or whatever on the stack. Have it vibrating funny or something in there, causing the gyro to act goofy. Or it's the accelerometer is calibrated at one point and it pops something and now the calibration's a little bit off or something. You know what I mean? Because of something broke, not laying quite as flat as it was when you calibrated it.
When I flew today, I
You
was
could try
flying the
calibrating
tiny
the
hawk.
accelerometer, but it shouldn't have changed anything with the accelerometer due to the crash. It's going to be something mechanical that's causing it to do that. Either you might have a wire that's acting funny or something, loose wire connection to a motor or ESC possibly, that's causing it to not, one motor's not quite running right, or it sounds more like an accelerometer gyro type thing where it's not keeping the level anymore. It's wanting to push. So it sounds like your flight controller has moved and adjusted itself. And so that calibration, you might be able to fix it with doing the accelerometer calibration, but it may not fix the problem itself that caused it to begin with. I would check the standoffs to make sure everything's seated properly first. Try calibration on the accelerometer, and if it fixes it, everything looks good, go with it. Otherwise, you're going to be looking for loose wires or something like that.
Oh, I thought he was pinging his prick for a minute.
I thought Minnesota Paul lived on a mountain. Gets breezy when he flies this 4-inch. Apparently, it's from the prop wash.
It's breezy indoors.
It's from the
I
prop
thought he
wash.
had gas or something.
Yeah, I got to make sure things are closed up and papers are put away and stuff before I
Ashtrays, especially.
Yeah, ashtrays out. So we roll our own tobacco and cigarettes. So the tubes I've gone through and like the box of tubes, like totally blown the whole box of tubes all over the floor.
Yeah, that can get messy.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Whoa, where did this come from, Ed? Is that you?
Virtual him.
Dirty old man. Oh, this is the
41 degrees tomorrow. Woohoo!
Sweet.
Ed, you getting your videos mixed up there?
I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, we know what you were doing. I'll leave it at that. I think I need a snack. Oh man, I'm hungry.
It takes me a little bit longer than
10
that.
miles
Carlos.
per hour and 41. I might get a flight in tomorrow, a little bit. I got a partial day tomorrow, I think, because I got PT at 11:45 from the shoulder. So I don't think I'm going to go to work after that. I think I'm going to come home and the wife's car needs to be checked out. She's either got a bad battery or an alternator gone.
Uh-oh. I hope it's a
Yeah.
battery.
I think it's battery too. We just bought the cars like a year ago or something like that. And it's an
Is that
interstate
the,
battery that's in there, but it seemed like the connections were kind of sloppy onto them when I went in and checked it out. I tried to tighten them up and they won't tighten up much. So I think we're going to end up getting a new battery.
Do batteries have
for it.
dates on them? I don't even remember.
They usually have a mark on them so that like when you return them, you can get like a core charge, and sometimes you get like a rebate towards like warranty or whatever on them. So they'll mark them with the date on top of when you purchased them.
Yeah, prorated.
That's the
Yep.
word, prorated.
Yep. So they can prorate for the time amount of battery or whatever. Yep.
I think you get what 3 or 4 years, I guess, out of a battery.
He was painting his brick.
Yeah.
Sly Dad says he was
No
painting
way.
his prick, Ed.
Yeah.
What?
I'm
Luke,
gonna be nice. I'm not gonna touch that one.
Luke
What
Skywalker's
the hell? What
That looks
are
like a shock absorber.
lightsaber.
Yeah. Oh, that was that is. Okay.
That's why
thinking you
Marcel
like-
got a bigger printer.
I'm thinking
So
he
he
likes
can
Star Wars.
Start printing props.
Never seen it. What's it like?
I don't know.
First of all, I would like to have a real lightsaber, by the way.
Yeah, me too.
I would be able to walk, I would love to be able to walk up to a power pole and just take my lightsaber and just slice it off. Just like that. Good for business.
Good for business, yeah. Job security.
Mike showing his ass again.
I'm checking my print. I started one when we started this, just before we started the stream, and I went over and looked, and something happened along the way, and something popped off the bed. I'm like, all right, I ain't got time to keep an eye on it, so I re-sliced it real quick, put a brim on it instead of putting it on regular skirt, so had a little extra adhesion to the bed, and threw it back on real quick. Seems to be doing fine now. Like a
Yes,
6-hour
I
print.
am.
It's like a
brother
6-hour
Sly.
print that's over there right
Ed, I was just thinking of the comment he made. Do they have, I don't know what they call them, smoke shops in Florida where you can just buy a pipe? Or do they sell that like
Yeah,
at
I
the
know, but
local?
the beer can is
now.
working
They're
just
working on the
fine.
beer can. He said,
I just got
Ed
it
actually
broken
says
in.
there is another pipe around the house somewhere. He just hasn't figured out where or dug it out.
Yeah, it's down there somewhere.
Unbelievable. Freaking Ed. I tell you.
If I wouldn't have mentioned the beer can, just think of how long he'd have been. He'd have found that other pipe by now if I wouldn't have said anything about a damn beer can.
Or you would have went to the
you
store.
know what's crazy, Mike, is I've
That's a
done
true
the
statement.
beer can job many a time, but then you said something about it. I was like, holy crap, I got plenty of those around.
I was over to the farm the other day, and one of the guys stopped by, and he said he's got a buddy that orders a whole bunch of shit from over in China and shit. And he ordered a whole bunch of little pipes and this and that and the other thing. I'm like, where's I do that, man? I need a couple of those. Real cheap. He ordered a bunch of bulk shit like that, man. Cheap glass pipes and stuff.
So Ed,
Just
you can actually
smoking
make a new
my
one.
peace pipe.
You can make a new one every day, Ed.
I
See, I
could,
knew
but
RC
I mean, then they
Crazy.
wouldn't be broken in. There's something about a broken in beer can pipe that's better.
You think?
I knew RC Crazy was editing videos and shit. He just posted one.
So yeah.
Or is he over there on Crazy Gaming?
Let's see, hey, Minnesota Paul, I can't smoke a bong anymore. It's been years since I've been able to do a bong. They caved my lungs in.
Yeah, I can't do bongs anymore either. Brutal. So harsh. Yeah, you guys are gnarly.
No, he is not, Sly Dad, but I think he needs to.
Why is that, Ed? Why is that?
I don't know. You're just kind of high strung at times.
There you go, Tyler. Sit there.
There you go. That's a gram or half gram.
Those are 1 gram tips.
What do they hit you for that?
You can get them 5 for $100 if you buy them in bulk.
Really?
Otherwise, they're $25 a piece.
For a gram?
1 gram, $25 for a tip. Yep.
Wow.
Yes,
good?
he does, Sly.
Oh, yeah. This one's napalm. They're like 97% THC. Ask Marcel. He'll tell you they're good. You got a nice kick to him and everything.
We pay at least double for that, and it doesn't taste as good.
I'm gonna have
I've
to
sent a
send.
couple-
I'm gonna send Mike $100.
Marcel.
If I send you $100, you send me some.
And made it through to Canada and everything, no problem.
Mike, you're on PayPal, right?
Yeah, dude. Mike's always got PayPal. I got PayPal. I got credit.
If I take my ATM and slide it between your butt cheeks, will that count? No.
No. I sent a couple of those up to Marcel up there in Canada and made it all the way up to BC with no problem. I put quad
You
parts
may
on the
not have
thing and I put a
the,
frame in there and I put 2 tips in the little plastic barrel thing that they come into. And
Oh, Mike, you know what? Maybe,
grab a bud.
Mike, do you know the Mobula 7 has that little TPU print in between for the batteries?
Uh-huh.
Can you print some of those to me? I'll pay you for that.
Yeah,
because I have a feeling these are going to get it's going to get lost.
Yeah, I can do that.
And in bright colors, the brightest color, green, something that stands out. Yellow.
Right. Okay.
Please.
Yeah. Yellow.
Yeah, because if you lose in the grass, I'm going to see it a lot easier than red or anything.
Green, red.
Anything bright. I'm colorblind. Red is not going to be good.
Some light green. What else?
Light green would be the best.
Blue, purple.
Light green, blues. Those I see.
Now, okay, here comes Minnesota Ball. Speaking of quad parts.
Say again, Marcel?
You can get glow in the dark filament.
Yeah, you can
glow in the dark
filament. So it glows.
That's all right. I don't fly too much at night.
I had some my Ghost Mode 1 or my Ghost Mode 2 V1 frame. I had those glow in the dark tips on it for the arm end. It looked pretty cool when, later at night when you were getting ready to fly or whatever. They're good for chasing and whatnot. But you really got to charge that shit up as far as the light on it.
I've never really flown in the dark. I mean, nah, not really. The Mavic Air, just straight up.
My buddy lived down the road here. That flew with me. Howie. We'd be out there flying like until dark, dude. I mean, until you couldn't see. We were turning our goggles up so that we could see in the quad. You take the goggles off, it's like pitch black out. You're still flying.
Yeah. You can actually see pretty good.
They say the Nazgul camera is supposedly good at night. I think that's the one.
The one that comes on the Nazgul?
I think that was the one.
Sparrow, isn't it?
I'm not sure. I remember somebody was flying a Nazgul at night and saying it was really bright considering.
Yeah, there's some nice nighttime cameras out there, like the Owl. That's supposed to be a good one. There's another one that just came out too that I can't remember what it is.
I use the Runcam Nano 2 on my Mobula 6, and that's freaking amazing.
Yeah, really, if you go ahead and make sure you take off the black and white, keep it in color, and adjust your settings on your goggles, you're usually pretty good off.
Fucking beautiful.
That's the nice thing about Fat Shark goggles that I got is it's got that light.
Yours are real nice. I saw that.
Real quick, boom, 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 couple notches over. If you're getting in some dark areas, tap it real quick while you're flying.
Your goggles look like they make the video better than original.
Those new Orcas are.
That one, yeah, the Orcas.
I love those, dude. Those are some pretty goggles. DVR on there so clean. It has this harvest to burn. This is part of harvest here, slide out here. That's out of about a half pound of wax that he blew out. 2.5 pound tube. Case and a half of butane or something like that he blew through. And like 3 days of purging in the oven. It was a wafer about 1/2 inch thick on a sheet, probably about, I don't know, I'd say about 15 by 12 and 1/2 inch thick. He ended up filling up like a quart canning jar about 3/4 of the way of nothing but wax.
Marcel,
Supposed to be blowing
slide
some more
that.
this weekend.
Slide that is saying something to you, I believe.
Supposed to be blowing some more this weekend. That'd be nice. Need to
I'm
get you.
totally paying attention. I can hear everything going on, and I'm watching the screen.
Marcel's painting his lightsaber right now. Actually, he was painting his gun earlier. He says, "I hope it's not a lame lightsaber."
Guess what, bud?
No, it's not a lame one.
The bum. You see RC Crazy shirt there?
How short is Paul, man? What is he?
He's about about
5'6"?
no, he's about 5'8",
Is
5'7".
he?
I
He
think we're around the
seems like
same
he's a
height.
little shorter.
He's because he's kind of tall around his waist.
Well, I figured it was because of his roundness. We
That's
never
why-
really see him standing up all the way.
All
either.
around his
When we
way.
see him, we're looking at him like if he's got his phone, we're at an angle at him and whatnot. So you never really see him, in comparison.
Yeah.
When's Brian going to start flying?
He's been, but he never hangs out. I don't know. He sleeps late in the mornings. Apparently,
starting to fly
supposedly
though,
he's
huh?
doing it at home, and sometimes when he hangs out with Paul, he flies. We
Okay,
hooked him
well,
up with a Tiny Hawk S.
yeah, that's what Paul was saying. He was going to end up hooking them all up and everything. And
He said they
make-
need new motors. I asked him, tell me what motors, because I have some extra motors. Plug and play.
Oh, RC Crazy playing that Borderlands 3 upload, man. You're just trying to torment me and get me playing Xbox, ain't you?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't like that game.
Borderlands?
It was too
It was a
cartoony.
long, drawn-out game.
It was just cartoonish. I like
Yep.
the Call of Duty games more.
Yeah, it was cool. All right, but the full combat is a lot more fun. I like Battlefield.
You know what else I
Battlefield's
liked?
what I was into.
Even though it was cartoony, was Destiny. That was pretty cool.
Yep, my boy's got Destiny. He's got Skyrim. He's got Borderlands. I think he's got all of them.
I got one of those games and I didn't like it, and it was just like, all right, live and learn. I liked all not all the Call of Duties, but
I've
that
got
was
all
more
the Assassin's
more my
Creed
speed.
and stuff like that. I like those kind of games. Assassin's Creed's fine.
James Bond is what did it to me. GoldenEye. N64. I could, there was a time where I couldn't hold the controller and play. I had to put it on the floor on something. It was weird.
Really?
Yeah, in the beginning, yeah, I don't know. It's just
In the beginning, when I started playing video games, we got so bored playing with one joystick and one button on an Atari that we ended up beating Pac-Man using our feet to control the joystick.
That's funny.
Literally, we can roll Pac-Man using our feet on the Atari. 99 levels rolls it, by the way.
I know why you actually learned that, because you wanted to roll one while you were playing and you didn't want to stop. So let's do it with our
before I
feet.
could smoke.
Excuse
About the
me.
time I took up smoking, though.
N64. Yep, that was the beginning of the end.
Yeah, Atari 2600. We had the Atari 2600 and like, I don't know, 75, 80 games or some shit like that for it. And they come out with the Nintendo 64 and all that stuff. And
The Atari you're
then we
talking about
started
had the
collecting those.
triangle games. The games were in a triangle shape. And you threw it in the
these
top.
These were still in the square box. They were about that big in a square, and they were about yay thick. There was just a card inside. You slapped them into the machine.
What unit was that? Atari?
An Atari 2600. Yep. The 5200 was a little bit better, but it still had the slot. It still had the box little slot plugs that you had to put in. I think the 64, the Nintendo 64, they were the same style, but they were bigger. They were twice as big as far as lengthwise or something like that.
I guess that's where rounded top and stuff.
Yep.
And then GameCube, which lasted for like,
GameCube, that's right. I had one of those too.
lasted for like
Kids
a
had a
year.
game.
And,
They had a Dreamcast at one time too. I think they still own the Dreamcast, matter of fact.
the mini disc, yeah, it lasted for like.
Because I had to replace it. The first one that they had, I ended up breaking. The damn thing didn't want to run the disc right or whatever. I ended up smashing.
The one that never took off, in my
I
opinion,
went
was the
and
Sega
bought
Saturn.
Sega Saturn was friggin' amazing though.
But it didn't really go anywhere, right? I don't know. It didn't last that long, I didn't think.
No.
The Sega games went out so easy.
There's a bunch of Sega ones.
why.
Yeah. There's another one I can't remember the name.
Everybody got tired of playing
Sega Genesis.
Sonic.
Genesis, that's right. Sega Genesis also. Shit, man, that's a lot of systems. I spent so much money.
I'm pretty sure I had every single system, no matter what it was.
Is it
PlayStation.
colder than an Eskimo's tool up in Michigan? It is like 30 some degrees up here with like 10-mile-an-hour winds. I think we had 15-mile-an-hour gusts.
Let's
it's
see what
pretty
we
chilly
hear.
up here.
57 here.
And you're in Florida, huh?
It feels like of 26 degrees currently.
I'm at 46. That's not bad.
You got 20 degrees more than us. It's 35 out. Feels like a 26.
I'm not that much less than Ed.
Winds are at 12 mile per hour.
Temperature, Ed. The temperature, Ed. Such a.
Our high for tomorrow is 41 degrees.
Ouch, that sucks, man.
Yeah, it's been chilly. It got real
I
cold.
think
real
the
fast
coldest
up
it's been here so far, we at least made it into the 50s.
I know, and Ed's down there with the darn bundled up sweatshirt on over there.
In his house. Not outside, in his house.
Yeah, inside.
That's the crazy part. I guess. I think that's, people that live in places with 4 seasons, they say their immune system is better also. You got to get used to all the seasons. I don't know.
We have like 30 freaking seasons here. We have numerous winters. We have numerous springs. But all of them only last a couple days. For the most part, it's summer.
And humid. Ugh, I don't know how you guys do it, man. Seriously.
My dad knows.
Is he in Florida?
Yes.
Oh,
And he's where it's gets hotter than it does where I am, because he's further away from the ocean.
was he in Orlando or Tampa?
The sea breeze is everything. And I've lived in Florida all my life, pretty much. Yeah, all my life.
Fort Huron got like 4 inches of snow.
One thing I have found over the years is the closer you live to the ocean, the better off you are. Because it gets cold, like Orlando. You've been to Orlando, Carlos.
Very hot.
In the summertime, Orlando is freaking miserable.
It's terrible. Trust me, I know.
Compared to where I'm at, I mean, literally, Orlando is the hottest place in Florida I've ever been.
I went to Disney World, spent 3 hours there and left because it was too hot.
Yeah.
This isn't worth it. Hell no.
We went to, I guess that you would call it the competition, the Walt Disney World.
Picture is super pixelated.
Universal Studios.
Oh, yeah.
We went there.
I like that place.
It's pretty cool. But we went there and it was like August, whatever. And the lines were long, it was hot, and it was freaking miserable.
Yep.
But somewhere around 4 o'clock, the park kind of emptied. And what it was all the parents with their little kids, it was time to take the kids to the hotel room or
Reload
something
that,
like
yeah.
that. And they all left. And all of a sudden, the lines were way shorter. I mean, you come in and it took you more time. You know how they have the little roped areas that you got to walk through, the little maze thingy, you know?
That's when you learn how to do the limbo.
Right, yeah. Well, I mean, they were empty. There were no lines. You still had to walk through them unless you
Nah.
did the limbo, I guess.
You got to look like a prize fighter and go
But
into the
I
ring.
mean, you get up to basically the front of the line, and the next time they loaded a car, you got on it. And it
Yep.
was like, why in the hell did we get here when we did? We should have just come at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We did all the rides, like we did some rides during that, but you could wait 30
See them
minutes to
snowflakes
an
coming down
hour
while I'm
to
watching
get
these birds?
in the actual
Dragging too
ride.
much.
We were not waiting at all, maybe 5 minutes, and you're on.
Ed, you do roller coasters?
This is flying the Mavic
I
Mini
am
2 in
not
the
a
snow
fan.
for the first time.
Oh.
It was a light snow, but it was snowing out when I flew this.
Yeah, I usually fly my DJI in the snow a little bit like that too as well.
The flock of birds was nice. That was nice.
And that was
Yeah.
just one of the flocks that come through. I was like getting bombarded by birds that day. Like,
Are they
probably about
geese?
7 or 8.
You know,
Yeah,
they're flying right by
geese
you.
Are
were
those
flying
the
over,
geese?
man.
Yeah.
The
So
snow was
did you have
coming
to
down and
clean
the
some
wind was
bird shit
blowing,
off
and
your bird?
they all said, "We're out of here, man." So I was catching a bunch of birds coming through. That was just a good clip at the end that I threw in there.
So now all those bastards are pooping down here in Florida.
I hope so.
See, there goes some more flying across. I thought those were going to get me.
They're nasty, those birds.
That was just 5 of them coming across, but they were so close to the bird. I was like, dang.
Nasty.
Used to
So
take my son to the
that's,
soccer.
there.
Mavic Mini there.
But you get more tourists to Florida. Or like, what do you call
Take
them?
my son to the soccer games and we goose shit all over the place. Nasty. Nobody wants to play soccer there. And it's not like their poops
This
are
is an
small.
old folks trailer park here that I was flying over the top of. So you got to be 55 to even have a trailer in here.
I bet you just gave them all heart attacks.
It's illegal to kill Canadian geese, Eric.
Fucking right.
I don't know why, but
Ringnecks.
Because they
I don't know why.
Yeah, no ringneck geese.
Canada geese or Canada fried. Man. It's like bald eagle for you guys.
What makes them so damn special?
not a thing in the world other than some freaking politician decided to do something stupid.
No, man, they were there for the war and helped kill some military people. It was awesome.
There's some nice hunting land right there, I'll tell you.
Along with the beaver and the caribou, man. All good Canadian. You haven't heard about it.
Just another case of the Canadian shitting all over us.
I should have tried to push this a little bit further on this flight this day. That I could have got a good shot of the jailhouse down the road.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
illegal.
Jailhouse down there?
That's illegal.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
Shot of it.
I'd have been flying far enough away.
Yeah. You're watching, I bet.
So the trailer park there, I'm over there at the buildings right in the middle of the screen. And the trailer park to the left, if you go past the trailer park, Bay City Road there, the jail is off of that road, but like a quarter mile, something like that. You could have seen the
Far
jail.
enough away.
It's not far from really where I was. There we are, standing down there by the. Oh, it's not even
Is this your workplace?
This is the warehouse I was working in. So
Oh, okay.
that big long building, that the big long building.
That's a good
right
whoop
there,
place. Whoop whoop.
we painted that like half of that building in there, on the inside. That's the one I did the floor and the walls on. And whatnot.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind killing a few geese myself.
Painting in snow. I bet you that was fun.
But we were inside painting.
Oh,
Right
not
exterior.
exterior. I see.
We've done
It's all
some
that
big
smoke.
series.
Is that Dow Chemical over there killing you guys?
That is Dow Chemical and Dow Corning right there. All that big warehouse.
That
Here,
smoke?
Let me pause the video.
What is that, traveling east to smoke?
No, that's just a bunch of people in the Dow Corning place smoking a bunch of weed. That's all.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
they're experimenting with new bongs material.
Yeah, that right there. Or on pause.
Look at how much they're smoking. You can see the plume coming
What is that?
off.
Hold on, Mike. Hold that picture. 1, 2,
Right there.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shit. Is that 12 or 10? 1,
think it's
2,
12.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9, 10, 11,
12.
12 stacks.
A dozen stacks just puffing away.
Yep. And that's just one section of the plant, dude. This plant takes up like almost a quarter of this county probably.
There's a stack on the right. Is that part of the place too? All the
Oh
way to
yeah,
the right?
all that. See all that warehouse?
Did you see
stuff?
that one? There's one
Here
stack
you go.
just to the left of the building
So,
on the right.
All the warehouse stuff that you see where
You
there's
wanna put it
smokestacks
next to
coming
the-
from far left to far right, that is all Dow Chemical and Dow Corning through there.
Yeah,
That big
Dow's
ocean
big, man.
pond type
That's water
area,
behind them, right, Mike?
is their
That's
spill pond.
That's a pond or water behind? What's
The way off to the left there, that's a
Mhm.
spill pond way out there.
no, but all the way behind the smoke. What is that? Land or water?
There's
In the
land
horizon.
back there. That's all.
That's
That's all trees and whatnot.
Okay,
back there,
okay.
yep.
I was gonna say it looked like
It's
trees.
flat. We are in flat land right here. Nothing but trees.
So you're
But
facing
yeah,
west.
so to the far left is Dow spill plant. And then I think this is the water treatment plant on the right here, possibly. That might actually be part of Dow too. Another one of their spill ponds.
Oh, they probably have water they need
They've
to
got
treat.
miles and miles and miles of this land up there.
Mikey, are you facing west or south, or you know?
I am facing kind of like southwest right now from where I'm at.
Well, they must employ a lot of this place here, right?
This whole town, half this town is named Dow. Like Dow Chemical, Dow Corning, Dow Gardens, Dow Center for the Arts, Dow High School. Yeah, it's all Dow. Dude.
I've never heard of an American goose like that.
They just call them geese here. That's all.
Mine.
I
There
mean,
is no
there's gotta
American
be
goose.
more than one kind of geese.
That's what I'm saying. It's just called a goose. Canadian geese aren't necessarily from Canada. They're just called that. They're really from the south.
Yeah, but they have. Correct. No, a Canadian goose has distinctive markings.
I understand that. Ed. You're right.
Every time I hear a joke, you know, a discussion about geese and ducks and whatnot, brings me back to that joke about the hunter or whatever that was up there in Canada hunting, shooting birds, and the Canadian Mounties come up and said, "Yeah, what kind of bird is that?" And he stuck his finger in his butt, sniffed it, and told him what kind of bird it was.
Interesting.
He's like, well, what kind of bird is that? The hunter looks at him and says, "You're so damn smart, you tell me."
Yikes.
Well, the difference between American and a Canadian goose is the Canadian goose goes, eh, 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 eh.
Yeah, there you go, Marcel. I don't know where I thought it was, but oh, it's in a bird book I got. And there's a lot of birds in there that they say there's like a classification, there's a little color code, you know, and it's like for migratory birds versus birds that just hang around. And with the goose, whatever. Geese is plural.
Or gooses.
No, gooses is not a word.
Goose is singular.
Okay.
But it's not like moose.
Anyway,
Mooses.
No, it's
the
just a moose.
description is or it's either some or most or migratory. In other words, some of those damn Canadian geese came down to the U.S. where it's warmer and they said, fuck it, I ain't going back
Yeah,
up there.
like they know where the fucking border is, right?
Yeah, right.
Why? They don't give a
How do you
shit.
know they're Canadian, man? Maybe they were just jumping shit, dude. They didn't like Trump either. Fuck, I don't know.
It's like, oh, man, like the snowbirds, you know. Once they get down to Florida, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Changing the subject. Why does Mike Birdman fly the freaking
Why does he fly
behind his back? Yes. I mean,
I'm
come
not
on.
sure.
I don't think he knows. That's why
I
he
think
flies
Stinger
behind his
Swarm
back.
I think Stinger Swarm turned him on to that in a Rotor Riot video.
The only good thing is
Yeah,
that he keeps his
that
head
and
up.
he's embraced it for whatever reason.
He keeps his head up that way. That's about the only thing that I can figure is
You
good
know,
out of it.
he flies behind his back so much. I don't think he can fly normal.
I bet you're right, Mike.
He put that controller in front of him and be all over the damn place.
Well, look, Mike, here's the thing. It was a video I watched of his where some guy walks up and he's like oh yeah, I'm flying my FPV quad. Yet while he's doing it, he got a damn radio behind his back. And it's like, you know, I'm just thinking if I was the guy that walked up, oh, that was pretty cool. Why is the radio behind your back? I don't get it. I really honestly don't get it.
I think he's gonna lose out when it comes to long range, huh? that body's nothing but a wall to penetrate through.
Oh yeah, he's got his body right in front of the signal.
He can only fly behind him for good penetration.
Yeah, really.
We gotta hit him up on that, Mike. You know we need to. You're blocking your damn signal, knucklehead.
That's actually a good point. Now that you mention it.
It's a very good point, and I had not thought of that.
Yeah, your body's nothing but a signal block. You're flying in front of you and you're flying with your radio behind you. You ain't gonna get no long range out of that thing very easy. That's why they came out with longer antennas for your goggles so you can get it up over your numbskull. All that dead airspace, Birdman.
Oh, you know, Birdman got a thick skull, so.
I like that. Numbskull. I haven't heard that one in a while. That's like a Three Stooges insult. Yeah, numbskull.
Oh, voice going.
Yeah.
The Birdman's still in the chat, man. You hear the shit we're talking about, you Birdman?
He is. He's here.
I hope so. Oh, look,
he's trying to respond.
He says he can still fly normal. I haven't seen you fly normal in a while, Birdman.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if he knows what normal is anymore.
Video where it didn't happen.
That's right.
Carlos, can you open your windows so you can fly out and then back?
Only out of the kitchen, maybe. That's my next. I'm actually, you know what I want to do, Marcel? I want to fly from the roof into the apartment.
Well, I thought you were going to say from the roof.
No.
Right through the
that I could, because I'm on the 6th floor. It's right above me.
Well, that gap there at the little table right there at the computer desk looks like about the same gap Birdman was just bragging about with the coat hanger. That's about the same, isn't it?
Get the coffee table.
There's the RC Crazy shirt that I've been showing off.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a nice shipment from RC Crazy. Hopefully by Christmas I get something cool. It's getting cold out.
You, Birdman. You're the Jimi Hendrix of FPV. That's why I call Birdman Jimi Hendrix of FPV, because he likes to fly his bird like Jimi Hendrix played the guitar behind his back.
Does he fly left-handed too? Is he like mode 1?
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, really. You have to think backwards, kind of. Not really.
I also want to switch to what is it,
Mode 3?
is where it throttles on the right.
What the hell for?
I've heard a lot of
Because I'm
pilots
right-handed,
are
you know.
using mode 3 these days.
What is mode 3, if you don't mind me asking?
It's just a change of the sticks, the way the sticks are controlled. Where
No,
your
no, no. I
throttle's
understand,
on
but
your right,
what would it do? Like
your
what? Where
throttle
is?
and roll are on one, and your yaw and pitch are on the other.
Your
Yeah.
stick be on the opposite
Yeah.
side.
it's
Oh,
weird,
wow,
freaky,
really?
Man, that would
That's
be
interesting.
a big learning curve for my ass.
One person said on a stream I've watched,
See, there you go.
because you're right-handed, you have more precision on your dominant hand than you do on your left hand if you're not left-handed.
And that's why we had to be quiet, folks. She made $55 tonight. Hanging
Right.
out for an hour. An hour. She made $55.
That's pretty cool.
She's on her way.
That queer profit.
Does anybody know who
Probably
Frank
half of that
Citro
profit.
is? Who's Frank Citro?
Frank Citro.
I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know who
Frank
that is.
Citro.
Citro.
I know Frank Citro.
He flies mode 3.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know Frank Citro.
I got so many FPV pilots. So many that I follow.
It doesn't matter, man. I mean, I can't imagine switching. If you've been flying mode 2 since you started flying, I can't imagine.
I know. I
doing
figured.
anything else.
I figure when I start flying planes and get these 2 planes that I got going,
Oh my God.
it's
I'm
really
sorry.
gonna throw me off.
It's still kind of the same, Mike. Though
Holy smokes.
roll is the same thing as aileron.
Yep.
Flip his nose up,
That was
nose
bad.
down. I
Yeah, but
don't
most
know.
people that fly planes fly mode 1, and these planes were built before me. So therefore, I have no idea if they're mode 1, mode 2. I've never done anything with them, so it's going to be
I
crazy to see
don't
what I gotta do.
It's the radio that does the modes. It's not the
Right.
bird.
I know, but the birds and the radios were all set together. I've got the radios for the birds and everything. So I don't know how they're set up.
Oh, I see what you're
So
saying.
going out to try for the first time might be a little crazy. I don't know. I haven't set
Send
any
them to
up
Mitch.
yet.
He can put
I
it.
see what you're saying now, Mike. Cause so what receiver do these planes have in them? Do you know?
Futabas.
Huh?
Futaba. Oh, you have those
Futaba
radios,
receivers.
don't you?
Java, okay.
I think I've seen you with one of those radios. Right, Mike?
I think it was a Futaba I used to have when I did the nitro. I did a nitromethane plane. I built it myself.
Nitromethane.
Yeah, methane thing. That's super high.
These are some old school. Look at that radio, dude. These have chips in them. These actually have chips in the radio.
I really have gotten the urge to try a fixed wing electric. The nitromethane birds were, when I flew mine, it was controlled freaking crash the whole time.
That's how old these radios are, Doc.
Mike, somebody named Matrix Man just joined your chat and said hello to you.
Matrix back.
The Matrix
Hold on,
Man.
I don't see him in the chat.
You're delayed maybe a second or so. Right under Marcel's link.
Number 1,
Oh,
Matrix
I see
Man.
we got number 1 in front of it.
There you
Well,
go.
that's
Yeah.
rather pretentious, Matrix Man.
He's
Well,
just a chill
Putting
kind of dude. He doesn't
number
fly
1 in
FPV,
front.
He's
He likes
allowed to
the
be number
videos.
1. He's
but he's the smoke show that I hang out with, smoke and chill and chat, and just a hangout kind of like this is, but it's more related towards smoking and things like that than anything. But
I gotcha.
life in general, that kind of thing.
So he's a
Usually
number
late
1
night type
smoker,
chat.
in other words.
Or early morning chat, I catch him.
early
Like
morning.
I think I was on there last night.
You mean early morning, like 1 or 2 in the morning?
I think I was on there last night.
Uh-oh.
I think Birdman needs to tilt all his cameras up on his bird.
You know what? He flies way too high. He needs to bring his birds
I
like
know.
20 feet or under.
The last flight, I watched the Birdman, and he actually shouted you out, Carlos.
Did he?
But
I didn't miss the last flight.
He shouted Carlos,
he
he shouted
said,
Ed, and he shouted Stinger Swarm.
Wow, that was nice. I'm gonna have to watch it.
Put links down in the description.
I try to watch all of everybody's.
He specifically said, Carlos, that you, and when he tagged you, he said, Carlos been telling me I need to up my camera angle. And so when I made my comment, I told him, I've been bugging your ass about that for 3 months because of the same thing. And I've seen it in my flying too. When my camera angle is too low, I go high. And by raising the camera angle, you fly forward faster. And so throttle is less sensitive as far as going up.
But I just want to see him fly low, though. I like low flying.
Well, he did a lot better job on this video that I'm referencing.
Is it the last video that he did? I thought I saw his last ones.
Last one,
I believe so.
But it's the best acro flying I've ever seen him do, I think.
I'm gonna have to check it
out.
Then.
He did some
I just watched one of his
with no prop wash at all.
Nice.
He did good.
I check it out. I'll make sure. I usually watch his videos, or I try to. I try not to watch Ed's videos. Everybody else's, yeah, why not?
No, they don't.
Ed's videos are all repeats because we were there for the live.
I know. That's another thing.
No, they're not. Damn it.
They're repeats because I get either watch you fly them or we share them when we're hanging out or whatever, and then I see them again on YouTube. So that's the only reason they're kind of repeats.
I only watch the replays like that just to see what comments he puts about it. With all those little commentary comments.
I know.
On the post.
Oh, Mike, let me see if I find it for you. Shit, where did I put that?
I left you a comment, Birdman. You should have seen it. Seriously, I think that's one of the best flights I've ever seen you do. Because you raised the damn camera angle.
I don't know where it is anymore. I took my bird to one of my jobs and flew the guy's office. Stockbroker office. Holy smokes.
Hey, Bird, one can always think they can do better. One can always do better. That's the problem. Just be happy with what you did. I thought it was good.
Let me see.
I thought you did very well.
I'm going to have to check over my Moby and my Tiny Whoop this week.
Yeah, you should get that stuff up and out, especially the Moby. I'm actually liking that.
The house we're in today is like probably another $400,000 house or some shit. Way out in the middle of nowhere.
Those are the best.
And the owner was there this morning when we got there, and he gave us the key and the garage door opener and said, "Here you go." He's not moving into like the 1st of February or some shit, but we're painting the whole house inside, all the walls, and touching up a bunch of trim.
A lot of space.
I should be back out there probably Monday, so I got to get my shit together and take some drones with me Monday. Hopefully.
Whoop it.
That'd be cool. It's a nice house. Full finished basement, everything else. Bedrooms down there in the whole shop. The main area, the first 2 levels, there's 3 bedrooms, and then there's 2 bedrooms down in the basement.
For some reason, who's this?
Actually, no, there's only 1 bedroom down there.
This is me a couple,
Marcel.
3 or 4 days
ago.
Oh,
The leaves are keeping you
yeah,
grounded.
that happened.
Happens a lot. What are you flying? 3-inch, 2-inch, 5-inch,
Moby
1-inch?
Moby 6.
Moby 6. Moby 6 is freaking. I like it. Is that battery thing for real, or it's just?
No, that's false. It's not 2-inch.
Okay.
I just reset it with the new flight controller, so we'll be between platforms.
Nice. Oh, almost.
But,
how low do you take your battery, though?
I take it down to about 3.5, but this thing was at
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
2.7. I took it off. But
Because
haven't
I
had-
do 3.3 and that thing's flashing 3.1. I'm like,
I took it all the way down to 3.
2.9, baby, 2.9.
I don't know, 1F batteries. I don't really give a shit as long as it's still
that's
flying.
true too.
As long as
That's-
you're not pushing them hard when you hit 2.9, you should be all right.
No, that's
Go
kinda
back up to about 4.1 or 3.1, somewhere around there.
But I don't give a shit about my
But
1F.
sometimes, I don't know if it's the
One
Mobula.
S batteries, it doesn't matter, man. Burn the
If you-
babies down to the ground.
If you take the Mobula too low, I think the flight controller goes kooky.
That's what I've
I
heard. If
fixed
you,
that.
a Birdman,
That's what happened
can
to
testify to
drone
that.
days. No, drone days.
Or drone days. Yeah, drone
Yeah.
days,
Fixed it
Bob.
in the
So
actual
be careful with
CLI.
that one.
We fixed
Backwards.
it in CLI. I've done it. And it's still
So who is this flying right now? Who's sharing
Marcel.
this for me?
This is me,
Marcel and the Moby 6.
ripping through the trees,
Oh,
almost getting
Good.
caught in the tree.
You're
Gotta
doing
keep
some
it
Ed
moving.
stuff. Doing
Gotta
that
keep
tight
it moving.
proximity in the big trees.
did you just chop down a twig?
With a Mobula 6, yes.
I thought
But
I
he
saw
had,
something fall.
He has stainless steel props though. You didn't hear that?
No, I didn't hear that. Hey, that was a nice fly, brother.
Thanks, man.
He put some 6-inch motors on there. So
Heavy, man. I can't believe how much it took.
6-inch motors on a Moby 6.
Crazy. Yeah.
We
No,
can do
that's
6S,
pretty cool,
baby.
Marcel. That was enjoyable. I thought it was that other prick for a minute.
And prick for a minute. Prick.
Well, Carlos is ripping now too, man. I like his flight footage. Killing it.
I'm learning.
Yeah, we all are. You gotta
Shit,
grow.
are you kidding me? With the amount of batteries, I better fly like Nurk.
Birdman, what the hell are you talking about?
You and
Screw
Polly
that
show up to fly
nano
roofs
hawk.
with like 25 packs.
I
of
have
teeth or some
enough
shit,
At
trouble.
least, yep.
I have enough trouble finding the Mobula 6 if I crashing in the ground. I don't need a nano anything.
You figure though, I mean, with the 1S, you get like 3 to 4 minutes of flight time, something like
Two
that.
to,
You know,
2 to 3.
on a good battery, you're getting 3
Yes,
to
on a
4
brand
minutes.
new, maybe 3
Yep.
and change.
So 25 packs, 3 minutes of teeth. You're only
Oh, you're
talking-
flying for a while, dude. Yeah.
You're talking 75 minutes. That's like an hour and a half to 2 hours of total flying.
Yep. That's a lot of flying,
So,
believe it or not.
yeah,
I
you
think so, at
25 packs with a Mobula or whatever, it's not really all that much
No.
overall. I mean, I show up with 30 packs for my 5-inch rigs or whatever, and you're talking 4 or 5 hour day out there hanging out between
Right.
switching back and forth, people flying. You
Yeah,
got an hour
just
and a
taking a
half.
break
Paul's
even.
got an hour and a half. There's 3 hours. You can just
Oh, we do
back to back pack 3 hours.
We do 5 or
probably.
6 hours
Yeah, that's
easy.
what I mean.
Easy.
Makes it
Man, I
okay.
can't
Oh,
believe
it's 65 millimeter. Well, that doesn't sound nano. That's what the Moby 6 is a 65 mil.
You are 85 on 3S.
Thought I.
A Nano Hawk, 65 millimeter Nano Hawk. And I was saying
Moby.
something about that, but I didn't get.
I'm
the
surprised your
email,
camera's so low, Marcel.
I
And I'm
didn't
not
get an
trying to bust your
email on the
chops.
Nano Hawk, but I might end up buying one. I don't know. I've been still thinking about getting the Baby Hawk.
Well, that's pretty cool. He's catching the guy doing the skateboard.
Oh man,
Oh, that's why.
excuse me. Oh,
If he
Yeah, I
had
better
the
fly.
camera
Baby
angle that
Hawk. It's
higher,
like
he'd
2
be
inch or
going
2.5
too fast
inch.
to catch.
Yeah, that's
the
what I'm
slow work on
thinking.
Skateboard.
Since he's following somebody, that makes sense.
Managing the poles
your
and
buddies
keeping
is
his
on
eye
that,
on
yeah.
the skater. That's pretty good flying. Pretty good Miss Daisy flying.
Miss Daisy.
Little tea bag there. Gentle one though. More like a touch and go.
Narrations by Ed.
Exactly. Ooh, nice little
See, and this
gap
is why
there.
people watch
1,
Ed's
2,
videos.
3
See?
in a row.
It doesn't have
Nice
to be an
job,
Ed
Marcel.
video. We just don't have it in text this time. We get the
Right.
actual voice narration.
The
All right, let's see a flip or a roll. Oh, little flagpole dive there.
Yeah, I think I might have to work on pushing myself this winter and getting the tiny boot going. But I might actually, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll buy a real tiny boot. I've got that Radio Master now. I can run Spectrum. Maybe I'll buy a real tiny boot.
You mean the actual
Full,
Tiny Whoop brand whoop?
Yeah, the Spectrum. Because Tiny Whoop only runs the Spectrum receiver, the official Tiny Whoop. That's why I ended up putting a Beta FPV board in mine, because it was a Spectrum board originally. And I gave the board away to somebody already, so I can't even
Hey,
just
there's
swap it out.
chairs up there on the roof. Somebody's hanging out up there. Is that where you're at, Marcel?
Where they store them? No, I don't know.
No, Marcel was down below. I think.
But did you see the chairs up there on the? Oh, there.
Yeah.
Okay, there he is.
Well, they got a fence area and whatnot.
I like that jacket that guy's wearing.
It's probably like a hundred bucks.
Now we got a fashion show going on.
I used to have one of those. And it just went bad.
Dude, the varsity jackets.
I
rock.
like those, and they're warm. With leather,
very
the leather
comfortable.
sleeves, wool jacket.
Yep.
I like mine.
The big quilted lining inside.
I like mine a lot.
I got 3 varsity letters, but I never had a varsity jacket. I got
That was a
wrestling,
nice fly,
swimming,
Marcel.
and choir. I got varsity letters in.
I can't find the office flight. Damn it.
Varsity letter and choir. Who's done that? Huh? Huh? I was a choir boy. He gets all the chicks, just so you know.
I had the, yeah, right. I had a gymnastics jacket for 1 semester until I failed out.
Yeah. Listen, man. See, and the door's closed and she's still out there listening to the chat. But she got her varsity letter in drag racing.
Drag racing.
Yeah.
Good night, Mrs.
She was on the high
Night
school drag racing team. But
Seriously?
She was disqualified from drag racing because they were high school leagues and they couldn't go over a certain speed or time, and she disqualified herself by going too fast.
That's too funny.
So,
Wow. High school drag racing.
yep. Dude, we got the Dow
It's pretty
hard
neat,
charger
actually.
over here, man. We used to have a Buick Grand National T-Type with all the performance chips and everything else and all boosted up and everything. Dude, without the performance chip, you could stomp on the gas pedal and that car would just sit there at the corner and go sideways. I mean, just back end and just die. The thing was bad, dude.
Fast cars. I guess I got rid of the video. Oh, well.
All that time.
It never happened. It just never happened.
Got my hopes up and shattered my dreams to pieces.
Serious. Sorry. I showed Ed. It did happen. Right, Ed? You saw the whoop video.
Well, we're going to end this in about 5 minutes, guys.
Is it almost 10 already? Wow.
Yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock. And I've got 2 hours of moonshine cooking to do.
Moonshine.
We're making a batch of moonshine for the weekend.
Yeah, footy, so you can make a show at the end of the week.
I might be able to pull up some footy of it. Most of it's just cooking. It's a crock pot type thing.
Oh,
So
it doesn't drip with the whole
No,
like,
it's not like your actual
okay.
moonshine. I got 2 bottles of 151 Everclear. That's the alcohol content that goes in. The recipe calls for 11 cups of water, a couple cups of brown sugar, a cup of regular sugar, some vanilla extract, and some root beer extract.
Don't get
And
too
you
weird.
Cook up the water and the extracts and the sugars together. You let that cool, and then you pour the alcohol in. So,
Mike, when was the last time you bought vanilla extract?
the wife actually buys most of it, but I've
Dude,
bought,
that shit is expensive. It's
I
like
just bought-
$28 for an ounce, dude.
dude, I just
Vanilla
bought 4 bottles
extract?
of root beer extract at 2 ounces a bottle or some shit like that.
How much?
Uh,
I'm not trying to get into your business,
yeah,
but
I don't even, it was like $36 for
Yeah.
3 bottles or something like that. And I can only get it on.
I
I can only find it online. None of the stores. I went through 6 stores here in town trying to find root beer extract. They
No,
say it's a seasonal item. Well, this is fucking Christmas, dude. Where do you make rock candy? You know what I mean? That's one of the
is
main
that part
things.
of it?
Root beer,
Root beer.
rock candy is one of the best. You know,
Gotcha.
none of the stores had that shit in. I ended up having to go on to Amazon and find it or whatever. So I ordered 1 bottle. We made the first batch, and I was like, "Oh, it took half a bottle to do the first batch.
I got
We better
confused
stock up
when you
on this
said
a little
rock
bit."
candy.
So I bought 3 more bottles just to make sure I got plenty.
I went to BJ's to get it, and I looked at it for an ounce. It was like 20 some odd bucks. Like, damn, or maybe
Yeah,
2
dude.
ounces. Who knows?
Are you looking for the pure, or are you looking for
Yes,
just
no, pure.
basic?
No,
Yeah,
no.
the pure is a little bit more expensive. The basic
Yeah.
isn't bad. I think like a 3-ounce bottle or 4-ounce bottle for the basic is like $5 or something like that. 3, $4. I don't
How the
know.
hell did this happen?
I was so pissed off nobody had the root beer. It made me mad.
Still trying to figure out how to use this fucking. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. You
What
can
is
use the
this,
F-bomb and
Carlos?
screams lots. Trust me.
When is this from, Carlos?
Last week, I think. If I had to remember.
Birdman says we all need to get a nano hop. $99 on RDQ.
I
Dude,
know, man.
are you trying to get sponsored or what, Birdman? You're pushing RDQ a lot tonight.
I have a 65 mil bird.
They're not watching, bro. I'm just letting you know. You're on the wrong screen to get those payouts, man.
RDQ. They're all right. I can't believe they're actually asking for tips now.
3S 300 mAh, $10. That's not really a bad price, really, for a 3S.
No. How many milliamp?
I mean, it was $25 for 5 1S batteries when I bought my tiny roof. $25 for 5 batteries. So you're talking $5 a battery for 1S.
That's
You're
not bad.
complaining about $10 for a 3S?
No, that's not bad.
That's not bad, dude. Really.
That's true. They sell the 699 450 1S.
He sounds like Paulie when he says shit like that.
Who?
The guy bitching about Birdman, bitching about the price
Birdman.
of batteries.
3S
No.
13. Man, you mean those props are going to cost me
Paul
that
bitches
much?
about the
Oh,
props.
You better
Yeah.
go pick that up. You better go get that prop. We need that. I swear it didn't scuff the edge. It's going to fly straight. I'll bend it back. A little super glue on the shaft to hold it on. Then it won't come off again.
Hey,
I'm not-
Birdman, there's some people that it's like Brad, RC in South Carolina. Every bird I've ever seen him fly, it makes me want one of those birds because he's a badass pilot. Okay.
Birdman says Emax Nanohawk. Emax Nanohawk.
Oh, the Emax came out with a new thing. Yeah, but I don't know if you realize this. It has a whole separate connection. You have to get all new batteries for it now. It doesn't run JST.
Yeah, the battery connector is different. It's not the JST.
You even have to
2.0
charge
or
it with an
whatever.
adapter. It's like they screwed up when they did
That's
that. Otherwise,
messed
it looked nice. But then I saw that and I'm like, nah. And it's only 25 milliwatts too.
Oh, that's
So
a killer right there. 25 milliwatts on
Yeah.
anything anymore. Not enough.
although
Gotta have capability to do more.
although
Especially the capabilities with like 3-inch and 2-inch that we're having. Dude,
no, but
crossfire
when you see
receivers on
the
micros and all that kind of shit. Yeah,
Mobula has some great distance though, considering it's 25
Yeah.
milliwatts.
Well, hey guys, it is 10 o'clock and I've got to go mix some sugars.
He's got to go make a TV show.
we got to go make the weekend a little brighter, warmer. I don't know. This is only one
happy
batch,
damn Thursday, everybody.
and I think to fill the jars that we've got, we're going to have to do 2 batches. So we're going to do 1 batch tonight, and then I get paid tomorrow. And the weekend we'll do a second batch. And then
How much
Christmas
is a
gifts
batch
will
yield?
go-
Gallon?
more than a gallon.
More than a gallon?
So there's 2 fists of liquor, and the original recipe is 11 cups of water. So
Of
it
who?
was 11
What did you
cups
call
of
it?
water.
Oh, okay.
So 11 cups of water is just over another fist. So you got at least 3 fists. But yeah, it was like a full gallon and a fifth. And
What color is it? Clear?
it's root beer color. It looks
Oh,
just
it's
like
root beer. Oh,
dark
okay.
brown. Yeah.
Mr.
I
Ryan
took
is
the bottle
saying,
out there into the kitchen already. So
what's the old
I almost
smoking
drank
out
a
of?
fifth. Almost drank a fifth of it last night. It's so good. Just
Yes,
goes
he
down
is,
so
Ryan.
easy.
Excuse me, Mike. He's smoking out of a can.
Yeah, Ed's smoking from a can. He busted his glass and he hasn't dug out another
$10, $5.
So we were talking on chat and we were like, well, just grab a can or some foil or something to make it.
Oh,
So he ended up grabbing a can. He's been smoking out of cans since.
gangster.
He tried to tap his bowl and it broke. So anyway,
All right,
guys, thanks everyone for
Have a
showing
good
up.
night.
Thanks
It's been
everyone for
fun.
hanging
It's
out.
been real. It's been real fun.
Appreciate
After
y'all
a
on the
while,
panel.
crocodiles.
Appreciate
Everybody keep
y'all in the
smiling.
chat.
Marcel.
We'll see you next
Take care,
Thursday,
everyone.
guys.
Buenas
Have a good
noches.
one.
After a while, crocodiles.